All right, been about 5 minutes. We could probably start now. Um, so yeah, thank you for joining me. I don't usually stream on Fridays. But, you know, Friday night's a pretty chill time to stream, I think. But greetings, goers of YouTube. Just call me Dr. Storm, and today I am joined by Mizz Mimi as we are going to look over a user I've covered on this channel before, the legendary Harman Smith.
Hello.
Right, so I think you started watching Harman Smith around the time the Mario Galaxy movie was rolling around. I believe you told me because he was talking a
Yeah,
lot
I
about the
did.
movie.
Thing about Harman Smith, he's a really fascinating character to me, and in a way, I think watching him may have improved my life because I realized something, which is that I really struggle with confidence, and I feel like if I could just have a little bit of the confidence that Harman Smith has, maybe my life would be happier. Because this guy, he turns on his camera every day, sometimes multiple times a day, to say these often very unpopular opinions, and he asserts them with such confidence and such smugness that it's kind of impressive.
I thought
And
I
I
thought
wish
you were
I could be
I
more
thought you were
like
gonna
that.
say I thought you were gonna say that he gave you confidence because like you can't go any lower than him. It's like no, it's just that he's so confident despite his position. Like it's almost admirable.
Yeah, he gets clowned on all the time. He doesn't care.
I actually did remember one short video Harman Smith made that I want to watch. I can't remember if I've watched this on stream before. I think you're familiar with this one. It's Chad Warden versus Harman Smith.
Oh yeah, he gets his revenge on Chad Borden for daring to say that the PS3 is better than the Wii many years ago.
I saw someone mention that Harman Smith is like a version of Leonard from The Big Bang Theory, but more insufferable. I've actually had a lot of Big Bang Theory video essays appear in my YouTube recommended lately, just because I decided to watch one because it's like, oh, I mean, Big Bang Theory's never been a show I cared that much about. I mean, it was kind of just there. It was on when my grandma had it on and I was visiting her. And it's like, wow, these are all terrible people according to these video essays. I moved Mimi over a little bit to the left, but all right, yeah, but yeah, Harman's an AI bro. He loves using AI, as you're gonna see in this video. I mean, Chad Warren's just pissing in his boots, like such an ancient titan of the internet, gazing upon Harman Smith. Oh yeah, I had the hold on, here we go. You go to Harman Smith's channel. Soldiers outside fighting demons for some reason. Oh, look at that physique. Oh yeah, Rattlesnake Jake said loved your Maga Pearl vid, Mimi. Which I don't know why. Why the fuck? Why did you ping me with that when Mimi's in the fucking chat? What are you doing? Why didn't you ping Mimi? But yeah, congratulations by the way for reaching 100,000 views on that.
Yeah, it's a big milestone for me.
Yeah. Look, AI Idolguard, Idolguard. And this is Toby Fox.
Yeah, he hates Toby Fox too.
Yeah, I made a video about him saying, Toby Fox he just wishes that he was Japanese. He thinks he's hot shit hanging around Masahiro Sakurai. I should be hanging around Masahiro Sakurai instead. He's grabbing the Pikachu plushie like Linkara grabs the trench coat and the hat at the beginning of every Atop the Fourth Wall.
Wait, is that supposed to be Harman Smith's hand? Why is it so feminine?
Because it's AI. He couldn't be fucked to just record himself. Or maybe this is from some other AI slop he made. I don't know. It could be either. Did Harman make this song? I mean, make is such a strong word for this. I mean, you know he didn't make this song.
What's up, bitches?
Pillar of the internet right here.
It's Chad Warden here.
Sonic's like a gamer grabbing his Rouge plushie. I mean, he's not grabbing the Rouge plushie in preparation of a video though. It's for something else.
I'm talking about that PS triple. The PS triple.
I'm just thinking, if Chad Warren were still with us right now, like he didn't die as far as I know. He's probably still very much alive. But if he were still making content, like he would be calling Sony out for this physical disc shit that they're pulling. PlayStation, more like gay station.
Talking about that Wii shit. Shit, people will be talking about how it's all new and shit. But you know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to say is that, come on now, come on, that little controller, baby, that looks like a dildo.
I've been wanting to do that for a long time.
A little dinky fist just taps him and he falls out of his chair for like 5 seconds. I love how he has to add sound effects over the AI video, but he's so fucking bad at it. None of it is synced up.
I've waited for this moment for 20 years.
Waiting 20 years just to punch Chad Warden of all people in the fucking face. No, I do not know why he decided to turn himself. I don't know why he entered into the prompts to turn himself into a wolf. I don't understand. Is he trying to be like Jacob from Twilight? I don't know. I love how all the dog did was lightly tap him on the chest. It didn't even bite him, and that somehow killed Chad Warden.
I will say, Harman Smith, I don't think he's trying to be like Jacob from Twilight, because I've seen him. He brings up Twilight in a negative way in some of his videos. Like, I know he has this whole thing about how the MCU is just a fad, unlike Nintendo, and it's just Twilight for boys.
But like,
one of his takes.
But like, why would he make himself turn into a fucking wolf instead of something like Super Mario or Mega Man or something from a video game? Why fucking furry shit? Is there something that he's in the closet about?
I don't really know. Maybe he secretly likes Animorphs.
We're gonna see a video about the JonTron Animorphs video. It's like, JonTron was really unfair to Animorphs, I thought. He's just a LARPer. There's so much cope and seethe in that video.
The true reason why Chad Warden stopped producing video game content.
I love how the AI Edelgard voice is just so fucking quiet.
Content on YouTube is because Nintendo YouTuber Harman Smith traveled back in time to stop him from producing more video content.
That's right. We're going back in time to take Velma out of existence. I forget the actual line from the SOK video.
However, Chad's influence would continue to be felt all throughout the 2000s until the release of the Nintendo Switch. Chad Warden, in essence, established the formula in which Sony fanboys would hype up the PlayStation console online. They celebrate their own ignorance and hate Nintendo in spite of not knowing the first thing about them. Even today, Harman Smith continues his endless battle against Chad Warden's followers. Will the battle ever end?
Does Chad Warden even really have followers if he hasn't uploaded in like fucking 8 years? Like at this point, he's just like a funny, probably longer than that. Like at this point, he's just like a funny meme guy. Yeah, that's his Fire Emblem waifu.
Harman Smith has this whole thing. Harman Smith has this whole thing where he thinks that like PlayStation gamers aren't real gamers because they're not on Nintendo, and like he recently did a video about Persona 4 where he argued that the game sucks and that it only gets the praise it does because it came out on PlayStation, and people who use PlayStation don't have any good games on there, so they just hype up crap like Persona 4.
What the fuck is that argument? Yeah,
well, he's saying because they don't play Nintendo, they don't know what actual good games are. They only know what's on the PlayStation.
I thought she said the F-bomb. Are you talking about fuck, or are you talking about the maggot word? I don't know. perfect timing, Stormy, as given how Harman looks like Animat just released the first part of his 4-part rant of him calling the animation community toxic. Wow, that's a video that's going on, but we're talking about Harman Smith right now. I want to scroll through his thumbnails quick. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, no, I have to fuck with the screen some just because everything's pushed over to the left. So these are Harman's thumbnails, and he's been heavily using AI for them as of late, and they look fucking terrible, which is probably why these videos are struggling to break 1K views. Like,
most of his videos struggle to break 1K views
yeah,
even
but
before he
like,
was doing the
yeah,
AI
but
thumbnails.
yeah, but the AI slop thumbnails don't help. The Expedition 33 one is fucking horrendous. The Star Fox one, it looks like he's getting his nutsack bit. It looks like he's getting straight fucking teeth from Crystal in that R-Wing. He for some reason made an AI thumbnail and then just put the TASM movie poster over the head. It's like, why did you have to generate something? Just put him over Thanos or something. Here's the Persona thumbnail, and for some reason they all look, they all have like these giant cartoon eyes that you would probably see edited if for someone who actually has, like they would edit the fucking cartoon eyes, like, kind of like the eyes looking left to watch the skeleton run by. Boomer Fire Emblem fan still exists, and he's holding like a PlayStation controller or some shit.
Yeah, Harman Smith, anybody who's like a Nintendo fan who thinks that they were better in the past than they are now, he views as like a boomer is what he'll call those people. Like he'll call them GameCube boomers, NES boomers, etc.
Video games can only get better, which is why you have to buy the latest $60 ones to appease Nintendo.
And anyone who's anybody who claims to be a Nintendo fan but is too critical of the company, he calls them a pretendo. That's his term. Like, I mean, he has a bunch of videos.
He stole that from the Flash Kids video.
He has a bunch of videos on Arlo where he calls him a pretendo, which is funny because I think a lot of people online view Arlo's problem is that he's too much of a Nintendo shill, but for Harman, he's too negative to the company.
Or maybe Arlo like follows mostly just the Nintendo franchises too closely. His Splatoon thumbnail is just a bunch of squids. It's like these don't even look like fucking Inklings. You couldn't put Inkling from Splatoon in the prompt, bro. You just look like a LARPer. He had to AI generate an image of rabbits just to put Bugs Bunny on there. Why didn't you just get an actual picture of fucking rabbits? Okay, well look, you can just fucking put eyes in the thumbnail. You just chose not to with Persona, and you made it look like crap. There was one point where he just like filmed a bunch of videos outside. I don't know why he did. He likes to change his setup just on a bi-weekly basis almost. Just where he's sitting and what angle it's at. He just changes it so much. And I guess he wanted to film himself outside to say, see, actually no, he's done streams before on YouTube where he's just walking around outside and talking to his audience. And you could just hear the wind just absolutely destroying the microphone. Yeah, I think he just wanted to go outside at one point to film, just so he say, I go outside, checkmate, you don't go outside, I do, Stony fanboy. He's also been uploading a bunch of Kino Casino clips for some fucking reason. I mean, I guess someone's got to do it now that Quarter Pounder here took away the clip channel, but, you know, I feel like other people are doing it so that they don't have to resort to Harman. I mean, these don't even get views, but yeah, I just wanted to go over his thumbnails quick because they were amusing. But now we're going to get into, we're just going to look at, sorry, I'm scrambled right now. When the Super Mario Galaxy movie came out, he was glazing and reveling in the success of that film, and at one point, he thought he'd compare Mario Galaxy to the most famous films, and Super Mario movies are better than IMDb's top 100 best animated films confirmed. Let me just click on this, and then I gotta. Yeah, I gotta fuck with that.
Now, I should say this. I finally got around to watching the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Yeah.
Just so we could do this stream. I felt like I had to watch it for that reason, obviously, and I guess I should say my thoughts on it really quickly.
Of course.
I just think it's a fast-moving, polished spectacle film, and that's about all there is to it. It's like if that's what you value, it's fine. It's not an emotionally interesting movie. It's not about anything, but it's a spectacle. And I think that's part of why Harman Smith likes it so much. He likes that it's not about anything because that means it's not woke. And I would say, in a way, I would say it's comparable to the 2006 Silent Hill movie insofar as a lot of the positive things I can say about it, like the imaginative imagery and the music, are just things that are kind of lifted from the games and done on
I mean, they're doing the heavy
polished up for the
lifting.
big
Like
screen.
they don't have to put as much work into it because like the games are doing the
Yeah.
heavy lifting.
The movie also assumes that you, the audience member, have already played all the games it's referencing because, when on the one hand, I appreciate that because it means there's not a lot of exposition, but on the other hand, it results in things like there's a climax of the movie where Mario and Luigi bust out a bunch of power-ups to fight the Bowsers, and those power-ups have not been featured in either movie whatsoever up until that point, which is kind of just defiant of how third acts in movies normally work. You
I
don't
mean,
normally have people just bust out a bunch of powers
I mean, power-ups
that
are already
you've never
established.
seen before.
I mean, I will say power-ups already are established to exist since the first movie, just not those specific ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've never seen the drill, you've never seen the inflatable Yoshi, you've never seen that's just an example of how the movie just kind of assumes you already know all these things because you've played the game. And I mean, I've played the game, but yeah, it's I will say, I mean, Bowser and Bowser Jr., they have like a charming enough relationship.
They're
Mario and
probably the
Peach are
best part of the movie.
Mario and Peach are zero-dimensional characters, which is fine because I mean, which is what they are in the games, to be fair. But you kind of expect a little more for a movie. Whereas Luigi is a one-dimensional character, which he also is in the games. Also, Bowser's Planet looks like a theme park, which feels weirdly like it takes cues from Sonic more than the actual Mario games, because that's usually it.
I mean, Bowser's had like a wide assortment of like high like worlds over the years. Like he had a theme park in Mario Sunshine too.
I guess I was just thinking of usually the Bowser level is not at the end of the game is not theme park themed. That's usually more of a Dr. Robotnik thing.
What about World? I think World Bowser in Mario 3D World is kind of theme park themed, isn't it?
Okay. Well, I actually haven't played that one. I was thinking more of the Galaxy games, and the other ones I have played. It's
well,
not
I mean,
this theme park.
This just pulls from fucking everything. This pulls as much from Odyssey as it does from fucking Galaxy. It feels.
Yeah. There's also the scene with the babies and the dinosaur. That whole scene just feels like it's there to extend the runtime and delay the climax because you could cut it out of the movie and it would change nothing about the story.
You could have put fucking character development in there.
So those are just my thoughts about the movie, my scattered thoughts.
Yeah,
based on the notes I took.
I'm looking at it now. World Bowser in 3D World is like a big theme park with like a Ferris wheel and shit.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's what they were basing it on. I guess it just... I just bring up Robotnik because of the whole his whole Sonic like colors. I'm going to build a theme park in space. I'm going to build Eggman Land. That's
Sonic colors. Yeah, it's combining those two things. I mean, I guess it looks like it's kind of like high up the theme park in 3D World. Also, I just want to address this. HJ FaZe, why the fuck did you watch the Mario Galaxy movie 4 times? Like, how are you still functioning on a mental level to be able to type that comment in my chat? Like, what happened? Like, how did this happen to you? All right, but anyway, let's see what Harman Smith has to say when defending this this mediocre meh film. Oh yeah, and I guess coincidentally, just Doug Walker reviewed the Mario Galaxy movie this week. Very
yes, he did.
But I haven't seen it yet. I wish Rosalina was the strong one instead of Peach. She's literally a goddess. And someone said, "Dogs eating dogs sick." Is that you? Like, no, everybody is saying that Rosalina fucking sucked in this movie.
Bros movie is indeed the greatest video game adaptation ever made.
I hate how people say adaptation. It's an adaptation. Like,
Yeah, he says adaptation a lot.
he's a fucking author. Like, he writes books allegedly without assuming that he doesn't use AI for them. Like, he should know it's adaptation. He writes. I don't like.
You know what's a weird thing about Harman Smith? A weird thing about him. If you go back and watch his earliest
single weird thing about him.
If you go back and watch his earlier videos from like 5 years ago, he didn't sound this nasally and whiny as he does in his newer videos. He had a more normal voice, but for some reason it's become more nasal and whiny over time.
Yeah, I think
not unlike Cosmo from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, I think we should just showcase that quick. It is bizarre. It's like he's putting on a character almost over the years. Let's find one of him talking. Oh, here.
Evangelion episode 6.
Dude, look at how fucking skinny he is. Like, holy fuck, the years were not kind
Whoa.
to him.
16. The one where Shinji gets captured by the shadowy angel. Again, I actually reasonably...
This looks like a mid-stage Pokemon evolution between Harman Smith and iDubbbz.
like this episode. I don't have a lot of
or like modern iDubbbz is like what happens when you just level it up normally, whereas with Harman Smith you got to use like a special stone on this version. Like here, I don't fucking know.
Complaints about it.
But yeah, listen, he's like talking normally. Like, what happened? Like, is he just doing this as a bit now?
Real issue I have with it is well, in fact, for one thing, the one positive thing. The positive thing here is that
his lips are very red too. He looks like he's wearing lipstick.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. It sounds like you've never met a person with depression. I'm very much aware of what depression is like. It's insane how he gets just as many views as he does now. Like, just non-existent views. What even is the most viewed video on his channel, actually? Let me check. He has members only as well. If you pay him a bunch of money, you can... He only has 6 videos that are members only. I don't know why these ones are members only in particular. Like, pay him money to listen to him talk about ProZD, about what everyone else has probably fucking said about him. Harman Smith reacts to Moist Critical's Mario Galaxy movie review. He has 2 fucking videos about Mario Galaxy that are outperformed SpongeBob movies. Is this the video you were talking about that's locked behind a paywall?
Yeah, this is his video about why SpongeBob fans delusionally believe that the SpongeBob movies are better than the Super Mario Brothers movies.
His most popular video only has 19,000 views, and it's No More Heroes 3 full. His most popular video is just re-uploading a fucking trailer. But yeah,
anyway, let's hear what he has to say about IMDb's top 100 animated movies.
First, I got to read some super chats I forgot to read out. Kaiju 2003 with $2. Do you think Harman hates Vine Sauce's Mario vids? I'm not sure which Mario vids exactly, but if they make fun of Mario in any way that's even satirical, probably. Then Luke the Fantastic Me with $5 says, "Hey, I know this isn't a suggestion stream. Can we watch Harman Smith's video on Demeech? aka his Switch Sports review. I mean, maybe if we have time, but there's a lot of Harman Smith stuff that we could cover."
Because unlike pretty much every video game adaptation in history, it actually feels like the game. You have the set
It feels like the game. You feel like Batman when playing Arkham Knight or Asylum.
pieces. You have the story. You have the characters.
What story?
You know, Harman Smith hates Batman.
What story is he talking about? There was no fucking story in that movie.
Yeah, I will say this. Harman Smith actually hates Batman, and he talks about that in this video when he gets to Mask of the Phantasm.
Is Mask of the Phantasm rated higher than The Dark Knight?
I don't know, but it's in the IMDb top 100 animated movies.
Look at Snappy with $10. Harman got the Easter Island statue forehead. I mean, I guess it's kind of getting there. I think his hairline is just awful is the thing.
You have the general vibe and feel. People are complaining about...
it feels good. It feels like Mario. It's like, okay. I mean, that doesn't really tell me anything.
The plot of Super Mario Galaxy, but the simple fact of the matter is, saving the princess is a pretty standard Mario-esque plot. These movies have...
Now, if the princess saved Mario, then that would be woke.
have a kind of authenticity to them that kind of far surpasses pretty much every other video game adaptation ever made. You know, whether it's Sonic.
I love how he's got to use all this colorful language just to talk about the fucking Mario Galaxy movie. Like, he's so desperate to make this sound more intelligent than it is.
The Hedgehog, or that stupid Castlevania Netflix cartoon, or whatever else you could possibly name. Like, the simple fact of the matter is, Mario is a bigger, better brand. And
they're like you said. He said brand. It's
Yeah,
the B word.
he's always using the words brand and product, like, in a way where he'll talk about movies and games he likes, but he'll call them products, which is weird because that's usually what you call something when you want to make it sound like a bad thing. But he'll always talk about, you know, the superior Nintendo products.
A brand sounds more professional to him, probably. Which it probably does to anyone.
And
why are his glasses so wet? I don't think they're wet. He just has a bunch of lights on over there.
The film adaptation.
Actually, no, you're right. His glasses are wet. What the fuck is going on? I mean, I know I don't clean my glasses too often, as not as much as I should, but like, it's very noticeable for him. Maybe it's noticeable when other people look at me. I don't know.
Clears all of that. It is a very extremely high quality adaptation. One that will be enjoyed for.
Oh, he did the little sly glasses push. Like, I am smarter than you. Here is why you are wrong, and the Mario Galaxy movie is the greatest thing since the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Years to come. Kids today still go back and watch the old Super Mario Bros. Super Show, or, you know, the old Donkey Kong cartoon.
I mean, they probably do it to collect footage for like a meme, but
Yeah, I'm like, do
they
kids
do it in
today really
earnest?
go back and watch those things? Because
people don't
I
even
think-
make
I
fucking
think the
Mama
Donkey Kong-
Luigi. People don't even make Mama Luigi YouTube poops anymore.
I mean, the Donkey Kong show, I feel, is mostly famous for not being very good. But
No.
maybe Harman Smith has a different interpretation.
I mean, a lot of the prestige it gets is probably from like nostalgia. It's like, oh, we got King K. Rool's voice actor back for Crocodile Isle or something, and Sonic Sega Gamer.
I
Sonic
mean,
Sega
the show had some. I mean, the show had some good songs in it. It had a lot of bad songs too, but I mean, Road to Success is very catchy.
It kind of solidified King K. Rool as having like sophisticated British accents, and now when people are like headcanoning who should voice him in a movie, they're thinking of like Kelsey Grammer or fucking Jeremy Irons.
And I think we're going to see a similar pattern hold up for these animated Mario movies, where over time they are going to be seen as all-time classics. However, you know, although I think it is pretty...
I've probably watched the first Mario movie like maybe once in a watch party in Discord just because someone else wanted to watch it, but even then I can't even remember if that actually happened, so that pretty much just tells you everything.
Pretty much undeniable how popular and successful the Super Mario...
What elephant are you talking about, Joey? I don't know what elephant... like, are you talking about like Super Mario Bros. Wonder, where he has the elephant power-up?
Mario Bros. Movies are...
Are you talking about Gammoth, who has yet to come back into new-gen Monster Hunter and is just trapped on the fucking Nintendo Switch?
The fact of the matter is, we've kind of moved on to the next major cope. Okay, we acknowledge...
Oh, he said cope. That's another one of his... that's another
Yeah, he loves that word. Everybody who wants to downplay Nintendo is like coping in his eyes.
They are upset at the prospect that we are going to get nickel and dined by Nintendo, but no, it is a privilege to pay $80 for Mario Kart World. Sorry, you were saying?
No, he thinks that, like, the thing you have to understand if you haven't watched a lot of Harman Smith is that he loves Nintendo and he loves certain anime, but outside of that, all pop culture he hates and he views as like anti-Nintendo competition. Like, he thinks every time the video game awards, you know, every time they give an award to a game that's not Nintendo, it's because they're like, they have an anti-Nintendo bias or conspiracy or something. And because he thinks Nintendo is so much obviously better than everything else that people just want Nintendo to fail, basically, I guess because they're evil or something.
Jeff Keighley did not let Yoshi and the Mysterious Book win Best Independent Game. This is an absolute farce.
No, I just he's like I said, he sees everything as like a deliberate. I don't want to say conspiracy. Maybe sometimes it's kind of like he sees it that way, but like a deliberate like he sees everything as a coordinated attack on Nintendo. He thinks game reviewers, they want Nintendo, and journalists, they want Nintendo to fail. He thinks that, all these stupid soy boys on the internet, want Nintendo to fail. It's weird because
He's used
I
everything.
think,
He's used everything as like a smaller part of an even greater war. This game has come out and it's done damage to this part of the internet. Nintendo is winning the war.
yeah, exactly.
We
And
gotta keep
I like
fighting, men.
he has a ton of videos about Pal World. He despises Pal World and he wants Nintendo to destroy them in the lawsuit because just because anytime there's a game that people are propping up as being better than Nintendo, he has to hate that game so much. He has to make a bunch of videos about why. And if he doesn't like something, and you're probably going to see this in this video, if he hates something, it can't just be bad. It has to be culturally irrelevant and already forgotten, quote unquote.
Which is
and
exactly
like,
why he's talking about it, right?
yeah, like it has to be a financial failure. It has to have no cultural impact, etc. If he doesn't like something, he has to be able to prove it with metrics like that.
If he said shit about Pizza Tower, I'll destroy the Go Animate world. Oh my god, no! Like,
No, I think he probably has. I think he probably has said negative things about Pizza Tower because he doesn't like indie games that rip off Nintendo.
He has two videos that I saw when searching Pizza Tower. The current state of Sega, where he's wearing like a fucking. Oh, you can see he's already starting to get fatter from the first video. And then the great gaming YouTuber Susie Hunter, the world's greatest. All right, so that's just a transphobic comment. I don't know why there's like a mouse sitting in Punch. Oh, this is from
It's
the Great
because
Mouse
it's
Detective.
because it's from the Great Mouse Detective. It's a scene where Radigan, his basically his minions sing this song about him, but one of them refers to him as Radigan, the world's greatest rat, and he gets pissed because he wants to be called a mouse. He doesn't want to be called a rat, even though he obviously is one. So I think he's making an analogy between that and
So like
Susie Hunter
Radigan
wanting
is
to be
just.
called a
I mean, I
woman.
saw that movie like years ago when I was a kid. Like, but so he's like saying that Radigan is just like.
He's
Steer Hunter.
insecure. Yeah, he's insecure about being a rat and he wants to be called a mouse instead.
That these are some of the best video game.
Oh, yeah, I guess Professor Corny Lol asked you. Wait, was it him or was it someone else who? Yeah, Professor Corny Lol asked you in chat earlier. What is your personal favorite character you like to act as?
My favorite character I like to act as. That's hard to say because I feel like I need to get more characters under my belt. I mean, I guess the recent Pearl video, that was a lot of fun. I actually doing her voice was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. But I am I mean, I'm kind of famous for doing
Futaba, maybe?
I'm kind of Huh?
Futaba? Or what were you gonna say?
No, not Futaba, because I can't really do her voice. I'm kind of famous for doing, well, sort of online for doing that Haruka
Oh,
voice,
yeah,
but
right,
that one's
yeah.
actually a real strain to do.
Right,
So I don't know.
imagine.
I'd have to think about that. I think I'm actually working on a little something right now. This guy did a parody cover of It's Over, Isn't It? That was about Charlie Kirk. And I was gonna do a cover of that, but I'm not a great singer. I think singing like Pearl is a lot harder than sounding like her, but it's something I'm working on. I'm doing a cover of his cover.
I mean, singing as a character is a lot harder than like just talking as them. I mean, look at fucking Hazbin Hotel. Like Stephanie Beatrice doesn't even fucking try to sing like Vaggie.
Adaptions ever made, but when it comes to animated films, there are a lot of people in the community who will try and tell you that the Super Mario Bros. Movie is somehow lacking or that it's not.
Can you do Carmelita from Sly? I mean, that's like a very heavy, like, Hispanic accent, isn't it?
Not very good. But because of its authenticity, because it
Also, Carmelita's voice changes like every fucking game. Like, how can you do a consistent Carmelita voice?
this is the best video game adaptation ever made, you know, and considering video games are actually more successful and more popular than any film franchise on the planet, animated or otherwise, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, by its nature, is already way more popular and successful than pretty much any animated film ever made. You know, essentially,
Yeah, which is why they're making a fifth Toy Story not too long after the movie, right?
what we're
Well,
dealing with.
he has this whole thing where he thinks the Toy Story franchise is just being propped up by man children who are nostalgic for the originals, whereas you know the Super Mario Brothers is still enjoyed by children everywhere. That's kind of his narrative.
I feel like more kids today these days enjoy Disney more than they enjoy Mario. That's just what I think.
Now is kind of the reputations of these films rather than their actual quality. Like, the simple fact of the matter is, Super Mario Bros. Is the best animated film ever made, and I thought that I would produce a video kind of demonstrating this fact.
I love how you had to say he's producing a video. So like, I'm not making, I'm producing, you know? I'm producing a video to defend the brand, guys.
And like, pay attention too. It's not just his opinion; it's a fact. He's saying that it's the best animated movie ever made. So he's going to have to build a really strong case to support that claim, I think.
For you today. So I went ahead and brought up a list of the greatest animated movies ever made on IMDb. And we're going to go through all of the ones that I've seen and kind of break them down and explain why the Super Mario Galaxy movie is by far...
The only people who actually enjoy Mario are either Nintendo nerds or people like Mighty Pups fanboy. Yeah, but he's not going to enjoy fucking the Coco Melon movie, though. No, that's nowhere near as good as the Mario movie.
Superior. And we are, of course, starting with The Land Before.
Will there be lore about how you met the Amazonian? There's no fucking lore. I just wanna shove my face in her ass. That's it.
Time, which is very interesting, actually, because this is actually one of those movies that,
like, I don't have fucking lore like SOK. Like, it's if I do it, it's like for a fucking meme, like knowing Squidward.
I watched, you know, a while back. I actually made a video on it, on how surprised I was by, like, you know, just how it wasn't as good as I remembered. You know, watching this.
I love how sometimes whenever Harman speaks, like, he'll like do a little pause, and then the next thing he says, he just has the most shit-eating smirk just sneak onto his face. Like, oh yeah, I fucking got him with this one. I had to give them a little bit of like a little bit of peace to like lull them into a false sense of security, and then hit him with it.
Now, one thing you'll kind of notice throughout this video is that I don't think he's great at explaining what makes the Mario movie so good.
Wow, no way.
He has to tear everything, like, instead of explaining what makes it good, he has to just tear everything else down by comparison. That's his strategy here.
Well, yeah, it's ironically like Chad Warden's strategy with the PlayStation back in the day. Like, you look at all his most famous videos, not one of them talks about a PlayStation 3 game. Like, it's always just tearing down the competition. So in a way, Harman is no better than the person he waited 20 years to kill, transformed as a werewolf for some fucking reason.
He does talk about the Mario Galaxy movie here, but he doesn't. I just don't think he makes like a really well-constructed case for why it's so good.
I mean,
like,
we
he
would
doesn't
be
explain it that well.
We would be watching this fucking video if he did. Yeah, let's see what he says.
I felt that it was kind of forced. It was kind of lazy. It kind of had a cop-out ending. I felt as if, you know, the entire idea of dinosaurs running around, like, you know, this dark, bleak hellscape. Like,
what movie is he talking about?
Land Before Time.
Oh.
A kid, it was very, very entertaining and very interesting, but as an adult, it just comes off as very shallow. I wondered, you know, growing up, why we kind of see Jurassic Park as the de facto, like, dinosaur brand. and don't really care for The Land Before Time.
Dude,
that word brand again.
The Land Before Time had like so many fucking sequels and like a TV show. Like Land Before Time was very, very popular and lucrative back in the day. What is he talking about?
Well, you'll notice he's using the word brand again, that he likes so much. Jurassic Park is the default dinosaur brand.
Yeah, in Jurassic Park, there's only one good movie in it, in the entire fucking thing.
Well, I think, now I will say, what do you think of Land Before Time, Dr. Storm? Have you seen the original Land Before Time?
I've seen the original and some other movies, but like, it's been so fucking long, I can't really form like a formal opinion at this point in time.
The thing is, I like the original Land Before Time. I think it's a very basic, simple, kind of cliched story, but it's just executed with so much sincerity, and it's got great atmosphere and great music. Like, I mean, it is just a very simple, I mean, it's almost like a remake of Bambi, just with a dinosaur skin and like a less stationary location, but I do like it, and he's saying it's a shallow movie, which is kind of strange, because like, what is deep about the Mario movies? I mean, there's nothing really. They're not made for that.
I mean, there's plenty of great kids films that are pretty basic and easy to understand. I mean, that's different from being shallow, but like, I mean, what does he expect from most kids movies? Like, if he thinks the Mario movie isn't shallow, then what does he think a good kids movie is that's not shallow, you know? But yeah, it's been years since I've seen The Land Before Time, but it's probably better. Probably even some of the sequels are better than the fucking Mario Galaxy movie.
I don't know. The only movies I've really heard him praise are the Mario movies, and I know he likes the first couple Harry Potter films a lot, but I'm not sure what else.
Why those ones specifically? Like, is it like until Goblet of Fire? Like, but then Robert Pattinson appeared and that reminded him of Twilight, or was that before Twilight?
Well, no, because he says like over time the movies, yeah, they become a little more bleak and less whimsical, and they become, in his words, as woke as they were allowed to be at the time.
Oh my god. What is it? Someone in chat mentioned Jason Gomez. It's like, oh yeah, you're right, because Blue Little Fight. I now imagine Jason Gomez making a punishment compilation, beating up Harman Smith for insulting The Land Before Time. How dare you insult my friend Littlefoot?
I think a reason for that is that The Land Before Time has this kind of inauthenticity to it.
Inauthenticity? What?
Where it just does.
Is that a word? I guess it would be inauthentic.
It doesn't really feel as if this would be an actual dinosaur film, because even though it's
a film with dinosaurs, like what? How could it be any less of a dinosaur film? What is an actual dinosaur film?
Place in prehistoric times, even though it takes place supposedly right when like the dinosaurs are supposed to be extinct, like inexplicably.
I mean, does the meteor even fucking hit in The Land Before Time? I know it hits in Disney's Dinosaur, but I don't remember the fucking meteor hitting in Land Before Time.
It doesn't. There's just a bunch of earthquakes happening, and I guess I mean, I don't think they ever specify in the film exactly what era it's supposed to take place in.
I mean, The Land Before Time just uses dinosaurs from like all over the Mesozoic era. It does, like, it's clearly not set during a specific period.
Oh, but there's one place where you can go where things are.
Jason Gomez versus Harman Smith would be a cage fight to sneak in to watch. I mean, it's over in like 30 seconds. Like, Harman Smith without his AI tools, like, he's getting fucking destroyed by our boy.
There's still plenty of food, and you can live and like be happy and stuff like that. Like, considering this is about animals that, you know, went extinct, it all just kind of feels flat and just kind of feels.
What does it matter that they're not around anymore? That's such a fucking retarded argument.
I guess he's saying he doesn't like that the movie has a happy ending instead of all the dinosaurs just dying. Is that what he's trying to get at?
Yoshi's a dinosaur. Does that mean the Mario Galaxy movie's fucking stupid just because there's an extinct animal in there?
Like this massive cop-out ending. It's really
what cop-out ending? Just that they all live? Why is it a cop-out that they live?
Well, They make it to the Great Valley, and I guess Littlefoot's mother's spirit kind of guides him there. That's what he's calling a cop-out ending, I guess.
Jason has a Dynamite Gal, Harman doesn't. Well, no, Harman has Edelgard, and he's probably going to get a new Fire Emblem lady when that game releases.
Interesting in this regard, because
Which one? I couldn't tell you which one he's into.
the Super Mario
No meteor, the plot is triggered by a drought, forcing the protagonist to move to the Great Valley in order to have plenty of food, water, and a sanctuary from natural predators, right? But I mean, clearly it's not like the end times like it is with Dinosaur.
movies are actually way better dinosaur films than The Land Before Time.
Yeah, we have a single dinosaur, one, as opposed to Land Before Time, which has every character as a dinosaur. Oh yeah, I forgot about the fucking T-Rex, but that scene was fucking pointless.
Because Super Mario Galaxy also has a T-Rex and also has a chase scene.
Okay, and
it also, demonstrates Yoshi running away from the dinosaur. So in a lot of ways, it's...
Okay, dinosaurs run from other dinosaurs in The Land Before Time. What's your fucking point?
A lot better at what The Land Before Time should have been about, which is, like, surviving in this hostile area.
But they did survive. They had to make it to the fucking...
That is what the Land Before Time is about.
That's what the movie's about!
But he says it should have been about that. That is what it's about.
I mean, has he watched them? I mean, I haven't seen the fucking movie in years, but I feel like I know more about it than he does.
Running from other dinosaurs and just kind of, like, trying to survive.
There's a fucking... You say that both movies have a T-Rex. The T-Rex chases the baby dinosaurs. Did you watch the movie?
And when you take into consideration all the sequels that became more childish, that became less dark, that became less focused on, like, what kids found appealing about Land Before Time.
So you said that kids appealed to it, but I thought the movie was stupid and it was shallow, and even kids didn't like it. Like, why are you saying that? It sounds like you're saying it was good now, just so you could shit on the sequels. Also, this is a good face to pause on, I think.
Yeah, he's got that Napoleon Dynamite squint in his eyes.
He looked a little bit
now.
more like Napoleon Dynamite in that older video.
You really get this sense
Mario Galaxy movie actually has dino action. I am not disappointed.
that it was a brand that really
there it is.
fell off over time.
It fell off. Okay, so it fell off over time. So that means it was actually somewhere. But no, you can't play this angle that the first movie was never good, but then say the brand fell off. Like, either it fell off or was never good. Fucking pick one. You're like SSG talking about, like, SML.
Brand that had potential to be something great, but completely lost sight of, like, what made it interesting and fun for its audience. Because I remember...
Oh, okay, it's like fun for its audience, it's he had to save it with for its audience, like, I wasn't the audience. This is another good fucking face. He's like, ooh, look at that over there. That's a Switch game for like $1 off, but I'm gonna pay the full price, because I'm just that good for Shiggy.
Watching this growing up and being, like, really taken aback by how bleak it was in some aspects. But
what is Kevin from The Office yapping about? He doesn't look anything like Kevin from The Office. Are you fucking blind?
Again, the sequels existing kind of ruin that. And this is something that people don't understand.
Just ignore the sequels and just watch the first movie. I mean, people do it with Jurassic Park.
Again, he has to judge everything as a brand as a whole and its cultural impact and how much money it makes and so on. He can't just talk about it as a piece of art in isolation.
He's just going all over the place just to justify The Land Before Time being worse than one fucking movie that's not even good.
Understand about, like, Super Mario Galaxy is that, like, it is an extraordinary sequel in which it advances the characters, it introduces...
Yeah, it advances the characters by giving Mario absolutely fucking nothing, yeah.
New aspects to the lore, and it does not feel like a simple rehash of the original. That's something that I think a lot of people don't understand about Super Mario Galaxy, is that it is a true...
They introduced, like, a fucking baby T-Rex that they hang around in, like, the second Land Before Time movie, I remember. That doesn't seem like it's retreading ground.
Truly high-quality sequel that elevates and makes the original better. We're so used to seeing lazy cop-out sequels coming from these animated films that a lot of people have not processed how good Super Mario Galaxy actually is. So yes, Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Bros. Are far better than The Land Before Time. All right, next we have Robin Hood from Disney.
Out of all the Disney films you're going after, Robin Hood, is that on the top 100?
He's just going down the list, I think.
I mean, Robin Hood's probably. I haven't seen it in years, but like, out of all the animated films, that got on there.
Film I have not seen in many, many years. And I've seen a lot of people come out and try and say this is some base traditional like story and that this is like
you don't get to use the word based. Based is my word, you fucking libtard woke cucks.
An all-time overlooked classic. I'm sure it's just boomer nostalgia because like I remember
use another fucking B word.
The last time I watched this, on Disney Channel.
Like I haven't seen it in years, but I remember the last time I watched it. It was on the Disney Channel. It was not too long after the PS3 got released, and my life changed forever once I saw a video from Chad Warden.
Years and years ago. And, I'm fired up to watch this thing.
Can we find if he talks about Spider-Verse? I mean, I don't think there's any way, because, like, he's not sharing his screen, so, like, there's no way to know what movies he's talking about at what point. Let's just search Spider to see if... Yeah, I'm sorry, FaZe. I don't know if we can determine whether or not he's talking about, Spider-Man. Spider is getting picked up by videos of my recommended though, which is why it's moving.
I'm so excited for it, and then I watch it, and keep in mind this is like I've been watching a ton of Disney films like back to back.
The transcript would this video even have a transcript? Where do I access that?
He does have a separate video comparing the Mario movie to Puss in Boots 2 and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, explaining why they're not as good as it. But that was before this one.
We can maybe watch that after we listen to him talk about.
I know he has said that he does kind of have a low opinion of Spider-Man as a franchise in general, and he doesn't like the Spider-Verse movies. He thinks that He hates the visual style, and he thinks that he doesn't like that other movies are copying it.
Yeah, doesn't look like Spider. Doesn't look like Spider-Verse is in the transcript.
Back to back on the channel. So when you watch Robin Hood and you see the characters, you see like the animation, you see what's happening, and
you see that it's a film.
You start noticing a couple of things. First of all, the reused character designs, because like you have like Baloo as Little John, you have like the snake from Jungle Book as like the advisor, you have all these.
I think the snake looks pretty different from Ka, doesn't he? From what I remember. I mean, Baloo is very.
Well, Ka himself doesn't. Depends. Ka himself doesn't have a totally consistent design in the Jungle Book. Sometimes he looks more like the snake from Robin Hood. Other times he doesn't.
Does this man like literally anything that wasn't made by Nintendo outside of a couple anime? No, he doesn't.
Like I said, he likes outside of Nintendo. He kind of likes Harry Potter. He likes some anime like One Piece, Berserk, One Punch Man.
Yeah, he's got a Zoro shirt on there.
Yeah.
I actually do like Mario Galaxy more than Into the Spider-Verse. I'm very sorry to hear that. But what was I gonna? I mean, people have pointed out over and over that like, Disney reused animation in the past. Like, it was 2D, and animation is nowhere near as advanced as it was now. So I mean, like, it's forgivable. It's understandable why they would do it. I mean, Baloo and Little John is probably the biggest.
It was specifically during an era in like the 60s and 70s when every animation studio was cheaping out, and because animation just wasn't that popular anymore. And most of them were cheaping out by making the movement more limited, but Disney instead found other ways to cheap out so that they could still have fluid movement, like just reusing older animation or making the outlines sketchy and not cleaning them up and so on.
But I mean, nowadays, like Harman doesn't care about the context. He just wants to use it as like a pot shot so he can prop up Bing Bang Wahoo Man.
these like weird rehash characters. Like it's just bizarre. They couldn't come up with original designs. They couldn't come up
I mean, outside of Baloo, like all the other characters seem fairly original from what I remember. Like King John doesn't look like anybody else,
with something
or like the sheriff of Nottingham. I don't think he really looks like anybody else.
like a fresher, original, or exciting. They couldn't like put in work. Okay, and then like there's the more egregious thing. The thing that really kills this film for me is how much animation they reused in this film. Because, like, you know...
Okay, do you have any other points besides the reuse of animation?
Like, I remember watching this.
Because, like Treehouse of Horror, like, 3 or whatever, reuses a shit ton of animation, but, like, those shorts are still pretty good.
And, like, they're doing the dancing sequence, and, like, you can see clear as day that they, like, traced over...
Man, he rubbed his eye for, like, a full 5 seconds there. That was a long time to rub your eye for on camera.
The animation for the Aristocats, where they dance with like the palms against it, like it looks awful because like, you know, you're comparing like animation that was made for like, you know, cats, like more realistic cats versus like anthropomorphic animals. So
it's anthropomorphic. Again, you're a writer and you can't say these fucking words.
You look at like Robin Hood, and not only is it reused, not only is it lazy, not only is it cheap, it's also it doesn't suit the characters like at all. Like you look at this reused animation, and you realize just how cheap and lazy it actually is. Like Robin Hood is just a complete disaster of a film for that reason. In that they had no ability to make something fresh, new, or original. Like when you compare it to something like
technically almost every fucking Disney movie is like an adaptation of like public domain work, and then the company fucked with public domain so that they could just own everything forever.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie, which is wildly gorgeous, which has completely original animation that, like, you know, is just...
Okay, now let's talk about other aspects of each movie, like the story. We're gonna bring up the story, Harman?
Looks fantastic. Like, it's not even really a competition. Now, I know a lot of people will say that, like, the animation doesn't matter in this medium, and I would say otherwise. I don't think these people even fucking exist. Just like the people who said the Switch 2 wasn't gonna make money. I would say it's very
like they exist in your fucking head, fighting against you in this imaginary war for Nintendo for world domination.
Important. So like in order to have like, you know, fully.
He looks like he always has his eyes closed. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Honestly, like I
said, I compared him to Napoleon Dynamite. He's got that thing going on.
I don't know what color his eyes even are, honestly.
Original animation, because this is a business, like, you know, this is what people want to see, is something original and exciting.
Yeah, something original and exciting, like a fucking movie that's a sequel based off of like the most popular video game brand in existence with 40 years of history. You can't get any more original than that.
Like just
well, I will say to me, a big irony here is he complains about Disney a lot, but the animation in the Mario movies is fundamentally of the Disney school of thought. It's animated like a Disney movie, like most American animated movies are.
I mean, it doesn't really look that different from like any other animated movie, though I have seen some people say that the animators like actually tried to like save the paltry writing of the film with things like Mario's subtle body language when Luigi said that he's not good at drawing or something. Or Mario.
Yeah, but I mean, you watch these Mario movies. I mean, the animation, the way the characters move, the expressions, the body language, the designs, it's not really that far off from the Disney school of how you do these things.
Oh, no, it doesn't really have an identity of its own at all. He covered his nose with his shirt. Did he just fart or something? I mean, potentially, but I don't know if he would have done it because of that. Sorry, you were saying?
I just want to say that because he talks about how this is so much better than anything Disney is doing, but these are still Disney-esque films in a way.
I mean, yeah, it's just like bottom of the barrel, like not even trying, can just appease the children and adults too, because it's something they know that exists. It's a win-win. I just realized he's wearing a Zorro shirt. I mean, yeah, he probably likes One Piece to some degree.
He likes One Piece a lot. He has a video about why it's better than the ancient Homerian epics because he gets pissed at people comparing them.
He probably had his own say in like the Odyssey culture war or whatever.
Well, his take on the Odyssey movie was just that people shouldn't watch it, and they shouldn't be hate watching it and giving Nolan their money to make this woke crap.
I mean, I saw it just to form my own opinion, and yeah, I don't really care for the changes made to the story.
Assets because you can, people like me who see a lot of this stuff, it completely kills the.
Wait, hold on. I want to go back. He made an interesting thing that
is something original and exciting.
Yeah, I don't know why he's fucking lifting his shirt up like that.
Like just reusing assets because you can.
It's so interesting he says that because Mario had like the same fucking model in the new Super Mario Brothers games for years. Like people constantly shit on those games for being samey. Like how many resets has fucking Mario used over the years in his games?
People like me who see a lot of this stuff,
I'm glad Zendaya is barely in the Odyssey. I mean, she doesn't do much. She didn't do much in that film or even Spider-Man. I don't even know why she was there.
Completely kills the experience, right? Like this alone disqualifies the film as being.
There weren't really any performances in the Odyssey that I found amazing. Like the best one was probably Robert Pattinson, but mostly because he was just hamming it up like somebody get these beggars out of here. Dude, that meme was so good that even movie theater companies were like tweeting like the camera version of it, which I guess there's only a camera version of it, and there will probably only be a camera version that's used even after the film reaches digital.
Anything noteworthy or interesting. All right, next we have Cars.
Okay, after this one, maybe let's look at another video, unless you want to go to him talking about Puss in Boots or Spider-Verse.
Do you want to hear his thoughts on Hayao Miyazaki? I guess he talks about him.
How the fuck do we get that out of Cars?
No, not when he talks about Cars, but I'm saying in this video he gets to Hayao Miyazaki and explains why he doesn't like him.
I mean, I haven't seen that many Miyazaki films, but I'd like to hear what he says. Do you know around what time
well,
that is?
basically, his take is that Miyazaki is he doesn't like Miyazaki and he thinks he's only propped up as the greatest anime auteur in the West because he's woke.
What? How is he woke?
Because he makes movies that are feminist and anti-war and stuff like that. He also thinks Miyazaki's a pedophile, but some people who know
woke,
him do.
It's woke to not want to fucking bomb people.
Well, he Harman Smith is very anti-pacifism. He doesn't seem to like anti-war messages and things.
I mean, if you're tired of hearing it, I guess maybe, but like, does that really make it woke to say we shouldn't kill each other? I don't understand the woke anti-woke thing at this point. Oh yeah, someone mentioned Tom and Zendaya is making banks after Spider-Man and Odyssey. Yeah, and John Bernthal is in both those too. Like fucking 3 actors all in the same big summer movies, like a mere weeks apart from each other. I will say, John Bernthal.
I want to go ahead to the Puss in Boots Spider-Man when we can.
Yeah, let's go to that because I don't know where the Miyazaki thing is. I'm just scrolling and it's like it looks like he's getting head. Just how his head's tilted back to one side and his eyes are closed. I want to go to that frame quick.
Crazy con.
All right, we can get that. It's still funny though. All right, we'll go to that next video. Puss, I assume. This movie is better than Puss in Boots and Coco. Is this a Harman? Oh yeah, he makes shorts sometimes. Oh yeah, here it is. It's like you're using Sonic. It's like you're cheating. You're using the fucking ugly Sonic from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. It's not the actual Sonic in the movies. You're fucking cheating with that shit. I love how Harman Smith is like one of the only people who still like makes a big deal out of Sonic and Mario being rivals when no one gives a fuck anymore. At this point, it's like, oh, Sonic got thrashing in by Mario. It's like, okay, Grandpa, let's get you to the nursing home to play fucking balloon fight or something.
Mario Mario Galaxy movie is
Oh, he did. Oh, he cut off the beginning of it, did he?
the Mario Galaxy movie.
How did you fuck up so bad to just cut off the beginning? Harman, you upload so many fucking videos on a daily basis. Like, you should have known better than to just start talking before the record light came on.
Is a huge hit. Everyone knows it. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's hyped about it.
I love how whenever people say it made money to justify a movie being good, point to Transformers, like your argument's done.
It's shaping up to be bigger than Hoppers and Toy Story.
Why is he screaming? Because he's coming over the fact that Mario Galaxy is like the #1 movie in the world, making a bajillion coins.
Yeah, and he makes a big deal out of how it's doing better than Hoppers, but the thing is, Hoppers is not it's an original movie. It's not a known IP, and it's actually made more money than almost any other like non-IP movie this decade.
I mean, it is still Pixar and Disney, so that's like a very popular brand. Like Pixar movies in general still.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you look at the movies this decade that made the most money that weren't like a sequel or a remake or based on anything, Hoppers is one of the top ones.
I guess that is a rarity. You're right.
Bigger than all the Disney movies coming out this year. I said this was going to happen.
Is it just me, or does it sound like he's about to vomit or like burp like every couple 5 sentences or something? Like there's like a little hiccup there or something. Hoppers is better than Galaxy? I mean, that's not a very tough feat.
Immediately, okay? So we've moved on from like this.
Oh, I want to go back and see if I can hear the burp.
Toy Story 5, bigger than all the Disney movies coming out this year. I said this was going to happen immediately, okay? So we've moved on from like this movie doesn't matter because it can't compete with like this, or that.
So then why are you still talking about it?
Coming out around the same time to
sounds like he's gonna vomit.
Like coping about movies that have come out years ago. Okay, I've seen a lot of people come out and try and say that like, Puss in Boots 2 was better than this, that the Sonic movies were better than this. I've seen
I mean, they probably were. There's nothing wrong with saying that.
So many people like try and do this thing.
He's always adjusting his camera. Like, get a new fucking tripod if it's not staying still, Harman.
Where they're just like, well, it has no emotional weight to it. You can't take it seriously. This is a kid's movie. Minions was way better. Basically.
No one is saying Minions was way better. I mean, apparently the new Minions movie is actually pretty decent, but like this was before that came out.
What we're seeing is the entire film industry just bending over backwards to try and downplay the fact that the Mario movie is well on its way to becoming bigger and better than everything in Hollywood. It will grow.
Why is this camera fucking zooming in and out like in such a jerky way? What's wrong with it?
You see his mindset here, though. He thinks the whole film industry is panicking because the Mario movie is doing well.
The Mario movie has like big names like fucking Chris Pratt and Jack Black in it. Like it's been absorbed by Hollywood culture. Illumination constantly make money with their films. Like they're a major player in like animation.
Yeah, but he thinks Hollywood is threatened by the success of the Mario movie, and so they have to insist that it's actually. That's why it's getting negative critic reviews and stuff. It's because they have to. They're damage controlling.
But like the fucking people running Hollywood aren't the same people that are reviewing the fucking movies. They're different parties. Does he understand that?
Gross, more money.
I think he thinks those people are paid shills, probably.
Then Avatar, then Barbie.
I guess that could happen. I'm not saying it happened here, but yeah.
Then like whatever garbage slop they were trying to like shovel down our throats. Okay, that's what they're scared of. And as fans, it's time that we come out and acknowledge that, yeah, the Mario movies are indeed better than Avatar. They are.
Okay, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with this camera? It's like doing this weird thing where it's zooming in and out like every like 3 seconds.
Indeed better than the Marvel movies. They are indeed better than like Barbie. They are indeed better than like Disney films like Zootopia 2 and Inside Out 2. They are indeed better than Puss in Boots 2. This is.
Yeah, I can list a bunch of shit too. What's your point? It's like the Big Bang Theory. Fuck you. Where's the joke? He just named a bunch of shit. How is this an argument? Oh, and there's the shit-eating grin just spawning on Harman's face.
This is like the reoccurring thing that we keep seeing. Like, every time one of these comes out,
Why does he grab why does he just got a Diddy Kong plushie on standby? Why was that there? Yes, I did hear Insider out. Dr. Storm, have you seen Ghost in the Shell? If you're talking about the new one, no. I did see like the one that everyone has seen like years ago though. CG anime fan says Mizz Mimi should be cast as Princess Daisy in a third Mario film. She would do an amazing job at voicing the character. How's your Daisy voice, would you say?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, that'll never happen, but it would be cool if it did.
Yeah, I mean, they can't even get fucking professional voice actors in anime movies. Like fucking Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek is probably like, and like Colleen Shanahan reprising Tails and Mario, and like in the Sonic movies, it's probably the closest we're gonna fucking get.
you know, like, there's just this
Why is Diddy
huge push.
Why did you pick up Diddy Kong for like 2 seconds and then put him down? Like, why is he here?
This huge push.
You're not even. It's like, all right, this is my little chimp. He's gonna go after you, movie critics that are shitting on the Mario Galaxy movie. All according to plan, Mr. Bond. Now everyone will like the Mario Galaxy movie with my Mario Galaxy movie, Ray.
To push this agenda.
I'm a writer, so I can come up with very colorful words.
And that, like, Nintendo isn't popular and that, like, they're lagging far behind the competition. And that just isn't true.
What has he got around his neck there? Is that like a shark tooth, like Banjo's necklace, or like what is that?
Okay, like, obviously, you know, the box office results speak for themselves. The original Super Mario Bros. Movie outperformed Puss in Boots 2 by, like, 3 times over.
Okay, dude, honestly, you should have just kept Diddy to fidget around with. It's like he needs something to fidget around with right now, and he doesn't know what.
And got a highly successful sequel out 3 years later. All while, like, DreamWorks has been floundering around with, like, all of their failed projects, I believe, including like Megamind 2.
That was like a fucking TV budget thing that they shot out. Like, that doesn't count.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Wait, did he say Kung Fu Panda? Hold on.
Has been floundering around with like all of their failed projects, I believe, including like Megamind 2, Kung Fu Panda 4.
Kung Fu Panda.
He didn't say that.
I mean, Kung Fu Panda 4 is fucking shit, but like, at least say the fucking name. It also sounded like he was gonna burp again. Hold on.
Floundering around with like all of their failed projects, I believe, including like Megaman.
Like, his gamer brain wants to say Mega Man. Like, it's like, no, it's Mega Mind. Mega Man. It's mine, not Mega Man. All right, Mega Man's in Smash Bros, so he's good. He's cool.
Megamind 2, Kung Fu Panda 4, and
Kung Fu Panda 4 fucking kills me.
A number of other like failed projects that like every
like he says failed projects, but like one is like some fucking cheap TV budget thing that was shot out on the streaming services, and the other is like a movie that, as shit as it is, actually made money. Like, especially since they cut the budget, like that. So it's like something that they knew wasn't gonna be good, and something that was successful financially, technically.
One hates. You know, when Puss in Boots 2 came out, like, people declared it as like the greatest.
Wait, what the fuck was he touching on screen that made that sound? Off screen that made that sound? What was that?
Thing to ever happen in animation. And like, what was the end result? Mario mogged it. You know, like, that's essentially where we're at now. Okay, is that Illumination is putting out the best animated films in the world, way better than.
Wait, I just realized he was shitting on Minions earlier, but like, that's from the same company. Like, I don't know, Harman, that seems like a bit of you're trying to pit the siblings against one another. That ain't cool. Are you Tectone?
Spider-Verse, way better than Puss in Boots 2, way better than like anything Disney does.
Fiddling with amiibos? I mean, maybe he has like amiibos on the side or something. I don't know.
And like, what we're seeing is just a lot of animation YouTubers just refusing to admit it. You know, because like, these guys are typically like man-children who believe that like everything has to be a comedy or a drama.
Yeah, and you're a man-child who thinks everything has to be Nintendo, which is good, or something else, which is bad, and it should be eradicated.
You know, because like, that's always what they do, is that they always say, well, like, the movie's not as funny as other movies, and it's not as emotionally driven as other ones. You know, kind of refusing to acknowledge like the reality is that this is honestly a completely different genre than anything else. You know, these are like pure adventure flicks, and not in the sense that like of the generic super.
Are you saying those other? You're saying Kung Fu Panda 4 is not an adventure flick? They adventure to like a city to fight a chameleon.
Hero things where it's like, you know, slice of life like mixed with like, you know,
hold on, I need to go back. What the fuck is he talking about?
You know, these are like pure adventure flicks, and not in the sense that like of the generic superhero things where it's like, you know, slice of life like mixed with like,
Look, what fucking superhero movies has he seen that are fucking slice of life? Those are always like world-ending stakes. That's the exact fucking opposite. What movie? Like, what do you think he's talking about with slice of life superhero?
I think he's just talking about Spider-Man and how the movies focus on his day-to-day life as a person, but then also his alter ego as Spider-Man.
I mean, I don't know. The last couple Spider-Man movies, like there was like some very heavy stakes and shit. Someone said, Dr. Storm, you should look at Brandon the Brony Pony's Persona fanfic and critique it. I'm gonna, Slick Furry, you're never gonna believe this. If you look through my streams, you're in for a shock. All right, if you look through some of my streams.
You know, the occasional action scene. You are going into this and getting an hour and a half of intense, really well produced action with like, you know, some humor and
He says produced again. You got to produce for the brand.
Some good character moments, but like again,
what are you fucking grabbing off screen? That's so distracting. It keeps making noise. Oh, this is a good face. This is a good face too. It's like, oh my god, officers, I did it, and I'm ready to be taken in. I did buy that Nintendo game twice. I gave them that much money.
I keep seeing people understate, like, you know, the reality of these movies is that they look better than their direct competition. When you look at something like, you know, Toy Story 5...
I mean, as shit as Kung Fu Panda 4 is, like, I think even that looks better than the Mario Galaxy movie. Like, at least there's, like, a style to it, even... There's at least somewhat of a style to it from the remnants of the old movies.
You get is this really, like, inflexible, boring, like, just kind of, emotionally, like, pandering, just, copes, you know? Like, oh, man, my kids, they're poorly behaved because of the iPad. You know, that's the level...
What is he going on about now? How did we get here?
He's the plot of Toy Story 5.
Pandering, just...
Oh, did he mention Toy Story 5? I can't remember.
Well, he's talking about how the movie is about kids behaving poorly because of the iPad, and that's why it's stupid.
Copes, you know, like, oh man, my kids, they're poorly behaved because of the iPad. You know, that's the level of like discourse we're seeing with like modern films now. Is that everything has to have?
I mean, at least Toy Story 5 sounds like it has a message. Like, what's the message of the Mario Galaxy movie?
Some kind of like socio-political commentary, or it has to push an agenda, or it has to be like trying to deflect the blame onto other things. So kids aren't a problem because of parents or the education system or because they're simply like inferior human beings. No, let's blame the iPads, okay? Like, kids can't have discipline, you know, they can't learn anything.
I like him calling kids inferior human beings.
Wait, I missed that. Hold on. Did he say that? Hold on.
It has to push an agenda, or it has to be like trying to deflect the blame onto other things. So kids aren't a problem because of parents or the education system or because they're simply like inferior human beings. No, let's...
What? I mean, if we're gonna be technical, yes, like a kid can do less than an adult, but like just because they're smaller than adults, but like I guess he's saying that like, oh, it's not. Maybe he's saying that other people are calling them inferior human beings, but it's funny that he said it. Honestly, Officer, I did not text an inferior human being. I thought that they were a superior human being. All right. I am not joining the fat black man in jail.
Blame the iPads, okay? Like,
oh, he didn't get put in jail. Shit.
Kids can't have discipline. You know, they can't learn anything. Like, oh, what do you expect me to do? Train my kid, says the liberal parent. You know, that's the reality of Toy Story 5, is that movies like...
he mentioned liberals for no fucking reason.
Like it are being produced to create this illusion that like media can parent kids. Okay, you know, this is the problem with Sesame.
Isn't Toy Story 5 saying the opposite? Because like the villain is like a tech tablet or something. I haven't seen the movie, so
Sesame Street, this is the problem with
yeah, I don't intend to see the movie.
like a lot of educational programming, and now it's like bled out into like mainstream animated productions, is that films aren't made
Electric Dragon 445. Oh god, no.
to be fun. You know, kids products aren't made
Eat that dragon 445 or eat dragon no.
to be fun. They're made to be pandering to adult audiences, to conform kids into their warped political ideology, and to try and like avoid having to give them any responsibility. Like the Mario movie understands better than the competition that it is pure fun, that it encompasses like, you know, things people actually want to see, and blends all these like elements together in really fun, like engaging ways.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like an adult who grew up I feel like an adult who played the NES back in the 80s or 90s would want to see Wart more than like a fucking 5-year-old who probably doesn't even know who the fuck that character is. I'm just saying.
And it does so in a very emotionally driven way. You know, like I was kind of surprised when I was watching this how invested I got in the Bowser and his son thing. You know, how they're both evil, but they still love each other. You know,
I mean, again, it's probably the best stuff in the movie, but it's not great, and like it doesn't mean much.
It's simplistic. You know, it's not super like complex, but at the same time, you really do feel kind of a human connection with.
Have you or Mizz Mimi ever watched the EDP documentary? I mean, I've seen the EDP documentary through other people watching it. It really does feel like an event, I'll say.
I haven't seen it yet. The trailer made me laugh, though.
They have literally Jesus Christ at the end of it, you know, right?
With these characters, and like that's really all you
in it.
need
Yeah.
out of a film like this. So for me,
Chris Chan is like, oh, he's a bad man. He needs to be locked up. It's like, okay, Chris, can we talk about how you're not locked up right now and you're just allowed to be in your own house scot-free?
looking at like the criticisms of the Mario movie, all of them are just rooted in like the simple fact that the Hollywood zeitgeist is over. Okay.
I just realized he mentioned Puss in Boots 2 and Spider-Man, but like he's not even he talked more about fucking Kung Fu Panda than he talked about those. Did he just want to put them in the fucking title so that he would get views?
Perhaps. Well, I don't think he scripts out these videos, so he might have just gotten off topic.
Ladies, please. I can only take so much. Ladies, please. I can only have so much sex. All right.
Okay, manga's taken.
Every time you pause, it's just it's a good face every time. Every time you pause.
Over comic books, anime's taken over like broadcast TV, and Nintendo has dominated the multimedia system. Japan.
What is he? He's got to make it sound sophisticated. He can't say video game consoles. He's like, oh, the multimedia system. The Switch 2 is a multimedia system that doesn't even have the fucking YouTube app working on it yet. And it's dominating because of that.
Has taken over the world when it comes to entertainment. And even if over the next 10 years the globalists are able to infiltrate Japan and like twist the
again, he's making it sound like there's like this very complicated war going on. It's like, oh, they're sending their spies in to try and mess with the big N.
Anime and like Japanese media into becoming garbage and woke. What you're gonna see is that people are gonna just do what they did over here and just gravitate towards older stuff produced in the 90s or earlier.
I mean, that's also had disastrous results because now we don't get anything new. All these franchises just get fucking dug up, and so that people can just shove a hand up their asses and puppet it around.
It's gonna be like the reoccurring trend is that like in this era of
globalist, the dude is definitely a Daily Wire watcher. Maybe he also watches Ben Shapiro, who's on like Ben Shapiro was one of the people on the realist Ningens list by EDP.
Streaming, nobody is going to be watching new things as they come out, and that's going to be like a very real problem when it comes to
nobody's watching new things now.
Like these people trying to like brainwash society. The more they try and shove like anti-masculine pro-feminist like messaging, commie propaganda
Does Harman realize that like Peach is probably more of a girl boss than a lot of other like women in movies these
He
days?
disagrees with that narrative. He thinks that that's a narrative pushed by grifters to take down the Mario movie.
But Peach is like fucking perfect in those movies, and she's never reprimanded for any. She's never reprimanded for like just leaving in the dead of night without telling anyone. She fucking mogs Mario like consistently. Like how, like Harman should think that's. But of course, because it's Nintendo, he's got to like put a spin on it. I want, dude. I want to see like a Better Call Saul episode where Saul has to like do a trial against Harman, but Harman's just such a master of bullshitting that he can't keep up.
Through entertainment, you know.
I remember Harman Smith did a video a while back about how Pal World is woke, unlike Pokemon, which is based in Red Pilled, and his reason for this is because they give you the body type 1 and body type 2 option instead of male or female, and they refuse to change this when people ask them to on Twitter, and he's like, Pal World is woke,
but I thought
Pokemon is based in Red Pill.
But
I think Pokemon does that now.
But of course he'll never mention. I thought Pokemon was doing that before Pal World even came out.
The more people will see through it and start seeking out stuff like this, which is directly opposed to that ideology by simply being about a fun adventure story of people going.
He never. Is it just me, or does he just never look in the camera when he films any video? Like it's always off to the side for some reason. He never looks into the camera at all.
On these adventures, this is the most anti-woke thing imaginable.
The Mario Galaxy movie of all things is the most anti-woke thing. Dude, it looks like he's like sniffing some very fine cheese or something right there. It's like, oh my, this is good. Wario's farts after he eats some garlic. Very good shit.
And that's why
he's looking at another camera. Well, why would he have to? It looks like he's looking at his screen, but for some reason he puts his camera off to the side. Like, why can't you? Do you just not have a fucking computer? Why can't you just like film at one location?
So many critics and so many people in the film industry are seething because everybody involved.
He said seething. He said the word.
Clearly had a lot of fun making this. They were clearly very passionate about.
He is watching out for the ops. What fucking dude? All his fucking ops exist. Harman Smith is so much of Harman Smith's ops are in his head. They're like he has one-sided beef with DSP. I remember at one point he was talking about Mario Kart, and he paused for like 2 seconds. He's like, and that means especially you, DSP. Like he acts like people value DSP's word when he says that a game sucks after he plays it badly. It's like, no, he's always the fucking joke.
The world, the characters, the settings, the ideas, and yet like are seething because.
Oh, I meant to hit K. Sorry. Name one op he has, Chad Warden, but like Chad Warden doesn't even know he fucking exists.
Everybody involved clearly had.
Timmy's dad has an app to destroy all ops. Well, no, that's Black Timmy's dad.
Had a lot of fun making this. They were clearly very passionate.
Well, no, Harman Smith already pushed the button. He has no more ops, but Harman is depressed because like the game, like the thrill of the hunt is over. So now he has to make up ops in his head now that he's already won.
Passionate about the world, the characters, the settings, the ideas, and yet like the simple fact of the matter is the narrative is
did you see the head tilt there? Like he looks so fucking smug. He's like, oh, I'm about to drop a fucking banger. Hold on.
They were clearly very passionate about the world, the characters, the settings, the ideas, and yet like the simple fact of the matter is
look at that face. It's like, I'm orgasming at the mere thought of making the next point that's gonna leave my mouth.
The narrative is Hollywood believes.
Oh, and then he fucking fumbled it even after reveling in it beforehand.
That its primary purpose is to control the population. You know, they are supposed to be the soft.
What the fuck is this? Why is this cat here? Oh, that's his Oh yeah, I forgot. He has the Patreon.
Power that like influences people to think and feel certain ways about certain things, and things like this are a direct threat to that power and influence, and that is why they are so vehemently opposed to movies like this.
Yeah, I mean he mentioned he name dropped Puss in Boots 2 and Spider-Man like once. I don't know why they were in the title at all. You're wrong, but alright. Puss in Boots 2 is miles better than same with Spider-Verse animation is 10 times better in storytelling. Cry about it. That's a YouTube link. I'm not clicking on it. One of the worst movies of the year or all time? That's the question. This is the one comment he hearted. Just because something tackles darker, mature subject matters, it doesn't make it good or entertaining. I would much rather watch something that is not ashamed to be fun and fills the screen time with adventure and gags instead of pandering trauma dumps. Mario clears all with isn't there one point that people point out about Mario like having a realistic panic attack in the climax of the first Mario movie? Where he's like in the ruins of the pizza place and they're fighting outside still. Like people often point that out for the panic attack meme. What does Harman Smith have to say about that? He'd probably spin into something like, "Oh, it has a very strong message about what it means to be a hero or something." I don't know. Were there any other? There was that one fucking video, right, where he insulted someone about their daughter or whatever on Twitter.
Yeah, that's unrelated to the Mario Galaxy movie, though.
Right.
That's more about his beef against the game Pragmata.
I mean, there's no limits to what I don't know if you want to look at that next anyway, or if there's anything else you want to look at.
We could. Well, basically, Harman Smith is a big enemy of the game Pragmata because it's not Nintendo and because he thinks it's made for pedophiles. And he has a video. Basically, somebody on Twitter, there was some post on Twitter about this guy who liked the game because the character reminded him of his dead daughter and, helped him get over his grief. And Harman Smith responded, "Imagine using your dead daughter to promote a video game. Disgusting."
I was gonna see if someone had the tweet,
made a
but
video about this.
Maybe I can find it. Oh, I found the tweet. I found the tweet. Here's the tweet. Dexter 2, a 55-year-old dad shared how Pragmata's character, Diana, helped remind him of his 8-year-old daughter who died in 2009. I absolutely love this game and the time Ellis spends with me. Pragmata is therapeutic for my soul. Imagine using your dead daughter to promote a video game. Disgusting.
Now scroll down a bit.
Oh, this is someone
because he got a response.
Oh, shut the fuck up! I'm gonna read this in the user voice. Oh, shut the fuck up, you Nintendo meat glazer. How about imagine you making out with a Pikachu plush on a live stream, writing disgusting pedophile fantasy fanfics like playing dirty, and overall being a Nintendo bootlicker? If anything, you're the ones who is disgusting, Mr. Smith. The pedophiles and playing dirty are the bad guys. Was this the reply you're talking about, or was it a different one?
No, it's one where somebody.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to read that one. It's
one where somebody basically said that he should have died instead of the guy's daughter.
Oh, god damn.
So I think he got some response saying that, and so then I hope only bad things happen to you and only you for the rest of eternity.
Imagine rage baiting for dude. It's maybe Harman is so in character that he's just doing this uncontrollably. I will bite. You're a fucking retard and a disgrace of a human being. So from the bottom of my heart, fuck you, retard, and I hope your life fucking sucks. I mean, he's Harman Smith. I can't go any lower. Says the guy who thinks the game is Gooner bait. Everyone here, look at that blue check mark. This retard is farming you. I recommend to block and move on. I mean, we're farming him, if anything.
Go down. It was somewhere here. Somebody said something about how he should have died instead of the guy's daughter, I think. And so he then made if I remember correctly. And so he then made a video that said, Pragmata fans wish death upon Harman Smith, featuring receipts where he talked about this whole event as if it made him look good.
It's like most of these are just calling him a retard. Wait, you're a pedophile who sexualizes children in your books? Wait, does he? I've never read Harman Smith's books for obvious reasons. Is that
Neither
what's
have
actually in
I.
there?
I haven't read his books either. Sorry.
Here's your reminder that I botted you not once but twice. And look who you're talking to. Your own family abandoned you because you are a hatred. You are awful. You are the biggest pile of shit who ever exists. I've seen robots that have an actual heart. He's asking him to be a hermit, not kill himself. All right. But yeah, I mean, I'm not finding. How many likes did it have?
I don't know. Maybe he got it reported or something. I'm not sure.
Shut the fuck up, you inbred. You ain't ever gonna get close enough to someone to have kids. I mean, where's the lie? He's got his AI girlfriends to keep him occupied.
Now we can go watch his video on this, I guess, because I think he'll just put the comment in there anyways.
Yeah, he might. I just like reading. So many people calling Harman Smith a retard is so funny though. Still proud of this take. Check out my. He tried to self-promote and he didn't get any likes. He couldn't even get a single. He couldn't even get a single like off of the clout when he tried to self-promote. How terrible! This was not worth it. This is not worth it, Harman. There was a net loss from this. I hope kids stay away from you. Commit self-die. Even the commies are less retard than you. How about you shut the fuck up, you fat clown? No wonder no one likes you. If disappear from social media and YouTube, I don't think I've ever. Oh, I know there was that one person, but that was it. Dave. Yeah, we could probably watch the video now, but yeah, dude, he couldn't even fucking self-promote. Like no one liked that reply. Pragmata fans wish death upon Harman Smith featuring receipts.
And the thumbnail, he depicts them as soy jacks saying, "No, you have to like. How dare you not like Pragmata?" And him just looking unbothered.
Actually, wait, hold on.
Badass with his Mario hat.
I want to see if there are any quote. I want to see the quotes quick. He's merely sharing something extremely personal. I mean, if you're like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with what they said at all. No, I'm talking about the guy that Dexter 2 was talking about, not Harman, obviously. But yeah, let's watch the video now. Pragmata. It's so funny how he's like, oh, did I trigger you, libtard? Oh, people wish death upon me. Oh, how terrible these people are. It's like, just fucking laugh it off then. It shouldn't be that big of a fucking deal, Snowflake.
I'm not gonna do that thing where I boot up the camera and then I do that sigh and then I do that thing where I'm just like I can't believe it's come to this. Like it is doing that.
Harman looks exponentially fatter when you view him from the side, doesn't he?
That would be unbelievably lame. You know what I'm gonna do is just showcase, what happened, why I have a problem with it. And why I'm upset. Because this has been one of the most egregious, ridiculous things that has happened to me in the past year. Like, to me, this is...
Getting called out on Twitter is one of the worst things to ever happen in his life. I mean, maybe I was wrong about you having a shitty life. You just have a really fucking boring life. All you do is sit in this room, make your videos. I mean, your mom probably brings you stuff to put in the fridge, maybe, if you're lucky.
More ridiculous than, like, getting fired, okay? This is more ridiculous.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather be called out on Twitter than lose my job. I'm gonna be real with you. I think the income from the job is worth having if it means getting ratioed. That's just me, though.
Ridiculous than, like, my parents neglecting and abusing me for 25 years.
Why did he bring that up specifically? Is he saying this happened to him, or is this just like an outlandish example?
No, I think he means it.
Oh, does he? Like, I don't know anything about Harman's parents, or I don't know if he's mentioned it at all.
Okay,
he claims to have had a crappy childhood where he had autism and people didn't understand how to treat someone with autism or how he should be treated differently from other kids. I don't know how much of his backstory I believe from him though.
Well, yeah, it's like fucking Boogie. It's like, why? I mean, can we trust your word on this at all?
It's more ridiculous than the public school system doing everything in its power to fuck me over growing up, okay? You know, I hate this more than I hate the Democrat
Yeah, getting beat by my father. Yeah, no. Wait.
Party.
Oh, you mentioned the Democratic Party. Hold on.
Doing everything in its power to fuck me over growing up, okay? You know, I hate this more than I hate the Democrat Party. I hate this more...
Dude, it was one fucking dumbass tweet. Like, chill.
...than PlayStation or PC. This...
He puts being abused by his parents for 25 years on the same level as just like the PlayStation and the PC fucking existing.
Really, truly...
Was the abuse from his parents that they bought him the fucking PlayStation 3 instead of the Wii? I think it was. I think that was the abuse. So then he had to buy the Wii himself.
Really bothers me because I think it demonstrates pretty strongly just how much of a brain-dead consumer the masses actually are. So, what actually happened? Well, I've made no secret of just how much...
This is probably the most upset I've seen him. I mean, he doesn't seem that upset, but like you could tell he's trying harder than normal to like look smug. Like I don't even think we've seen the shit-eating grin yet, and we're like over a minute in.
Contempt I have for the Capcom game Pragmata. You know, I bought this on Switch 2 day one. I played like an...
If you hate the game, then why the fuck did you buy it? What sense does that make?
Hour of it, and I very quickly realized that it was like complete bullshit.
You went into the game wanting to hate it. Like, don't fucking lie.
And like very...
I've never even played Pragmata for the record, but like I've heard it's fine.
Very low quality. You know, I did my video saying I wasn't gonna finish it. I was saying it was lazy, and I...
Oh, here's the tweet here. Here's the famous tweet.
Said that it pandered to pedophiles because of how it portrayed the relationship between like the grown man and the little girl android, okay? And a lot of people like came after me for that. Like
I guess Joel from The Last of Us is a pedophile. He was spending the entire game grooming Ellie so that he could have sex with her. Like, trust me, guys. Source Harman Smith. Source, he did not make it the fuck up. He is God.
A lot of people don't want to hear that because it kind of goes against like their preconceived notions about like, wholesome media content and like, what Capcom wanted them to believe about the game and all that.
I've just now noticed, like, Harman seems to struggle to know what to do with his hands when he's making a video. Like, he waves them around irregularly. Like, he grabs random things only to put them down again. Like, it just seems like he's kind of lost with his hands.
Like, again, it was pretty transparent to me what was going on immediately. And so, like, I made a video talking about it, calling out for what it is, and then, I deleted the game, unfortunately could not refund it, and now I've just kind of moved on, okay?
I mean, Harman, you're like a Nintendo head. You should have known that you weren't able to refund it. Like, you should have known their policy. Like, you regularly buy shit from Nintendo. Like, you slipped up, man.
I'm actually taking a break from streaming right now. It's,
Oh yeah, he does actually live stream. There was one time he was streaming Tales of Berseria, and there was a Magilu sprite in the thumbnail, and it kind of creeped me the fuck out as someone who used to use her as an avatar.
It hasn't been like a good month for games, okay? Like,
oh, there he was trying to. All right, there's the smirk we all know. Our boy's coming through.
Other than like
you can just hear it in his voice. I wasn't even looking at the screen for a second, but I just could hear the smirk, the smirk in his voice.
Yes, it's very odd. Yeah, you could hear the smirk is so powerful you can hear it.
It's just been like, I've just been taking a bit of a break from YouTube and the general culture.
God, it's so hard to ask ChatGPT for a thumbnail and then just ramble on about some bullshit for 10 minutes while record is on without any takes. God, my life is so hard. My parents abused me by getting me the PS Vita instead of the DS.
Culture and like, working on improving my SEO and my algorithm and stuff like that, working on my Twitter account, stuff like that. So, I've been tweeting a lot and...
Bro, the only reason people know that you exist is because Gara the Rage won't shut the fuck up about you. I think Gara the Rage is the guy that makes all the videos covering him. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe he did this. It's like, can you really? I mean, this is Harman Smith.
Have been watching very closely.
I haven't actually seen any of Gara the Rage's videos. Maybe they're funny, but like, I just noticed whenever I search up Harman, Like he has like an AI thumbnail of Harman crying. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like you could do better. You don't have to like AI Harman crying. Like I feel like doing that, like you've kind of let him win there.
Like what the pragmatic
You're using his own tools against him. You got to use something more powerful than his tools.
community has been trying to do, because the pragmatic
Okay, that was an actual fucking belch. You heard that, right?
and you know, I have been watching very closely like what the pragmatic community has been trying to do, because the pragmatic
He just straight up fucking belch in the middle of a video. Does he just always drink an entire soda before he records?
community, they know they've been exposed. You know, they know
Harman, clear your throat. We can hear it.
people are onto them. Like all their attempts at like trying to gaslight people into thinking that like Harman,
You can still hear that it's in there. Just clear your throat, man. Jesus.
it's just the left who thinks this, and like no serious player thinks this. Like all of that like went out the window when I, you know, an extreme right-wing individual, you know, came out and like said the
No one even knew you were right wing when they saw that tweet. People just thought you were a fucking retard, which you are.
exact same thing. That like, yeah, this is pedophile adjacent. It is promoting bad values. It really is just like
The bad values of taking care of your daughter. Is this actually low tier God in disguise? Is he friends with low tier God? What are his thoughts on low tier God? Actually, I think I saw once he made like a video about how he won the court case, but I didn't watch it.
that kind of thing. And so like, you know, the community has been like trying desperately to make videos about me, trying to expose me. They're making things up about my
You can tell he's upset because he's moving around more than normal. Like he's getting a workout from this.
books. They're making things up about me as a person. They're doing that weird thing where they tried to like accuse you of being a pedophile for accusing them of being pedophiles. It's like, it's been like really ridiculous.
No, they accuse you of being one because apparently you write some really weird stuff about kids in your books, which, I mean, I'm not going to pay to read your book for obvious reasons, but, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe, I don't know if they have receipts. Maybe they don't. Like, I don't think he's a pedo, but, you know, Harman, I don't know. Harman is just so smug. He just comes off as such an asshole. I want to believe he's a pedo just from those people, even though I know it's wrong, too.
Ridiculous, and like, you know, it seems as if like things are going in our favor, right? You know, because we've seen Pragmata fall off. We've seen it how it has no.
We've won another battle, but the war is not yet over. Nintendo will one day buy up every video game company in existence.
Long-term appeal. Like Mouse PI did better than this. You know, Pokapia did better than this. Like, you know, Tamagotchi Life did better than this. Like, there were so many like Nintendo products that just like destroyed.
I mean, it's fucking Pokemon. It's gonna sell like hotcakes.
Yeah,
no
there
matter
he
the
is
quality.
saying Nintendo products. He doesn't say games, he just says
Wait,
product.
But I thought products was negative, or was it not?
Well, no, what I was saying earlier is most people, if they call a game or a movie, if they just use the term product, they're being cynical and negative toward that thing. But Harman Smith he just calls Nintendo games products and seems to mean it in a neutral sense.
How is every face this man makes gold? It's incredible. He has a gift.
Pragmata, you know, sales-wise, that are like way more relevant, way more popular, and way better games. You know what Tamagotchi Life has that like that Pragmata doesn't. Like it doesn't.
Wait, does he think Tamagotchi Life is woke because of like the gays and the non-binary stuff, or like what are his thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think he's pro Tamagotchi Life.
So does he just
because
ignore?
it's Nintendo.
Does he just ignore the fact that dudes can fuck dudes or something?
Allow adult characters to be in relationship with child characters. You know, the simplest thing not allowed in Tamagotchi. Absolutely based. But
yeah, but it used to be, Harman. What are your thoughts on the old games, you know? Or you know, do we just not talk about those because they don't support your point?
a lot of people are still
Yeah, Tamagotchi Life kind of came and went. I haven't played it in like months. I mean, I've just been grinding Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate currently.
really desperately
I'm almost able to fight Abyssal Lagiacrus, and then I'll pretty much fought everything except for Savage Devil Joe because there's not a non-event quest to fight it.
trying to push this line that like Pragmata
But I mean, I fought Savage Devil Joe and Iceborne, so it's whatever.
Is wholesome, and I think this is going to be like, to me, it really reminds me a lot of how like Rick and Morty fans try and pretend their show is smart, even though it's like really.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Harman Smith used to watch Rick and Morty. He looks like the kind of guy who used to watch Rick and Morty.
Really dumb, Rick and Morty fans unironically told people that they were like smarter than like average cartoon watchers.
All right, yeah, can you show us something besides the one copy pasta and like the Szechuan sauce thing that is very widely known to be like a fucking Filthy Frank style skit? Do you have anything else? And I say this as someone who doesn't give a fuck about Rick and Morty at this point.
And then, like, if you actually try to watch the show, you get, like, Pickle Rick and stuff like that. Like, again, the narrative is way different.
Do you have something from Beyond Season 3 at all to mention?
Than reality. And with Pragmata, it's kind of like the same thing, but with, like, wholesomeness instead. So, like, with Pragmata, you see this weird thing where, like, critics and analysts and journos come out and they try and say the game is like wholesome, it's based, it's like traditional family values. The game begins with all of Hughes' friends getting killed, okay? He doesn't care about any of them. He doesn't.
Oh, that's not so Reddit honkin' chungus that everyone dies in front of him. That's not cool. I don't think a kid's gonna want to see that. Wait, what is Pragmata rated anyway? Hold on, let me check. By the ESRB, it's rated T for teen, so... obviously, it doesn't really sound like a family game. Seems like it can get pretty violent, which is fine.
Doesn't really talk about them much. Like, they're all just fucking dead. And then, like, he just... The entire game revolves around this, like, little girl. It's not like... It doesn't feel like it has a good progression. It doesn't feel well implemented. It doesn't feel interesting. It doesn't feel like... it feels very, very forced, is my point.
It feels forced that there's, like, a child in the game. I mean, there's like a child that's a big part of Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Harman Smith probably loves that, though not as much as DK64.
No, he says Donkey Kong Bonanza. I mean, I think he has a video on Yoshi's Island where he says that's a better dad simulator than Pragmata.
Yeah, where it's a fucking baby that can't. It's a fucking baby and a dinosaur that doesn't talk, and they barely fucking interact. Yeah, no, that's totally a better parent simulator than Pragmata, where the characters can actually talk to one another.
Pragmata, the entire line that it's wholesome, it just flies in the
he's watching his door because he's wondering if like the Twitter libtards are gonna find him.
Face of like
I've never seen a more literal example of a guy talking to a wall until this guy. I mean, he's probably staring at his wall right now as well instead of at the camera. And here he is doing the Mr. Beast hands.
What wholesomeness should be, in that it isn't entirely about you and this little girl, okay? Like, it's not about like the community. It's not about what's happening in the game itself. It's all just like weird pandering bullshit, okay? So people are are really desperately trying to push this line that Diana and Hugh's relationship is really good, and that they're really a really good match for each other. That it's a very good father-daughter dynamic. And never mind that I can name like dozens of other games that do the same thing better. I specifically cited Tales of Berseria as a really good example.
But I mean, I agree. I like the relationship between Fee and Velvet over the game. I just hate that you're the one who brought it up. I hate the fact that you've played Tales of Berseria and have called Velvet Crow your wife at one point. I just hate that you're a part of it. Maybe this sounds like I'm gatekeeping, but like if this is the fucking tourist I'm keeping the fuck off my property, I will gladly do so.
But I think also Yakuza, I think also like there are just so many other games that do the same thing more effectively, okay? Like Pragmata just feels really forced and lazy in comparison, but
I don't know if we've talked about this, but he says "okay" a lot, like to punctuate his sentences. He goes "okay, okay,
yeah,
okay."
You're right. He does.
I think
that.
he says a lot.
It's like one of films is so basically like he doesn't know how else to talk, so it's like if I add this, it'll make me sound smart. It'll sound like I have more of a point than I actually have.
Try and gaslight people into thinking this game is based in traditional. Fans have resorted to some of the most
When is he going to show the receipts? Because, like, the receipts are apparently, like, a big part of this video, but he's not showing them.
disgusting thing.
You know, it just occurred to me, he might not show them toward the end. I don't remember.
I mean, okay, people told you to kill yourself. Welcome to the fucking internet. How long have you been using this platform again? Oh, there they are near the end, but let's keep watching.
Claiming that Diana...
People always making... It's like something goes viral and people told me to kill myself. Like, I know it sucks, but like there's always going to be like fucking 3 people that do that. It's inevitable. I'm sorry.
Reminds them...
There's always like 3 fucking retards that are going to do this shit. The internet's a big fucking place.
Of their own dead children. Like, this is the thing that really bothered me. This is the thing that really distressed me about this. Is that some Redditor, of course it was a Redditor, like, he made some statement saying that, like, oh, I'm...
Of course it was a Redditor. Unlike me, who just lives on Twitter and uses ChatGPT to write my books, allegedly.
I'm 51 years old and my...
I mean, I don't know if he's actually used AI to write his books, but he used it profusely and for his covers. So, I don't know if he used it for the actual content. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, though.
Daughter died in 2009, and Diana reminds me of her. And
I love how when he's trying to do like the nerdy mocking voice, it doesn't even really sound that much different from his regular speaking voice. Like, it just sounds like you have a cold, and that's it.
It's been helping me heal. It's been helping me get over the death of my daughter.
How the hell isn't Harman Smith a lolcow? He is a lolcow. It's just that not as many people know about him or care about him. Because he hasn't done something monstrous or anything. He's just some fucking fat retard who glazes the shit out of Nintendo. Like this thing with the tweet is probably the worst thing he's done that I know of.
Like, this video game has
and that's like small potatoes compared to other lolcow stuff.
Replaced my daughter, and the immediate reaction from the community was to, like, celebrate this. You know, the immediate reaction from the community was just to be like, holy shit, oh man, like Pragmata, it's appealing to actual dads.
Yeah, if someone said the same thing about Yoshi's Island, like, Harman Smith would probably be hailing, like, the Mario... Oh, Mario has done good once again. You know, Mario teaches all those family values and shit. It's the greatest series ever. But if some other game did this, then, you know, I would tell them to hang themselves.
It's appealing, like, it's filling the hole in his heart. And then, like, you know, in reality, all he's doing is farming engagement. You know, I'm a YouTuber. I know what this looks like.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, we've seen your fucking thumbnails, buddy. You ain't cut from a different cloth, if that's the case.
This guy is farming engagement for Reddit upvotes, okay?
He said it on Twitter. He didn't even say it on Reddit. Or was the tweet about Reddit? I don't know.
I think it was maybe on Reddit first. I'm not sure.
But if someone picks it up, it's like, whatever.
Okay? He invented...
Oh, there was the okay. You're right.
This entire story...
Okay is just how he connects from one point to another. This is it, okay? Retarded point, okay? I'm smart.
About his dead daughter and about Pragmata in order to farm engagement from fans. And, like, this is very obvious.
Oh, I thought there was going to be an okay. It's like a coin toss. There's like a bet going.
Obviously transparent if you know, like, about how, like, you know, easy it is to exploit people by talking about dead relatives or talking about how it...
It's so funny he says this when earlier he was talking about how his parents abused him for 25 years. It's like, why would you... It's like, I don't know. That seems like... It seems like you were kind of farming there. Like you're like a mini Boogie 2988. Which, I mean, maybe your parents did abuse you. I mean, it's sad if they did, but you're also Harman Smith, so I can't really believe a lot that comes out of your mouth just as, like, a pure principle.
Emotionally impacts you or whatever. Like, to me, I feel as if you should never, ever trust, like, a YouTuber who ever, like, talks about or shows off their family at all. Because...
We were talking about your fucking family earlier. Fuck off.
At its core, it's like, it's meant to be exploited.
I mean, you don't do it nearly as much as fucking one-up films or someone else does, but, like, you still did it.
It's meant to, like, make them look, like, more wholesome than they actually are. And you see situations like, say, Maximilian Dude weaponizing his daughter to try and downplay the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
What is he talking about? What?
I think Maximilian Dude said that his daughter didn't like the Mario movie or something, and here Harman Smith is like he weaponized his daughter to downplay the Mario movie.
But I mean, like, if he didn't like something like the Sonic movie, he would be calling it based in red pilled.
You know, like you see situations like this. This honestly is like way
Maximilian Dude's not really a family channel. He just has a daughter. He mostly just talks about fighting games, as far as I know.
worse than that, honestly. In that this guy is using his dead daughter to shill for Pragmata, assuming the daughter is real, which you know, I hope she isn't real. I hope the entire thing is fake. But like,
Oh my god, this guy's a fucking prick. You made up a dead relative for clicks. Now this just makes me think even more that he was fucking bullshitting about the abusive parents thing.
you know, assuming it is real, at its core, what this guy
If you don't even think it's real, then like why did you bring that up sooner? Why did you not mention that at all in the tweets? I wonder why. It's almost like you would have gotten fucking ratioed harder.
is doing is using his dead daughter to promote a video game, to promote Capcom's game, to push this narrative that this game is...
If Harman Smith had a child, do you think he'd sell the child to you think he'd sell the child to Nintendo just to get his hands on the Switch 3 a month early?
It's entirely possible.
But what were you gonna say?
No, I just Harman Smith. Well, he has a weird video it's called something like "Child-Free Culture Needs to End," where he complains about child-free people, even though I'm pretty sure he is one. I don't think he has children.
There's no way this man has ever put his seed in a woman. No Harman.
Well, there's a specific video of his I want to watch related to the movie that you didn't put up here, which is he made a video called YouTubers create video game movies in desperate attempt to destroy Nintendo. It was something like that.
All right, let me just look this up quick. Oh, is it this one?
Yeah, YouTubers rally to create film projects in desperate bid to destroy Nintendo.
I love how he has so many. I love how he uses this image of himself so much wearing the fucking Mario hat like he's a gangster. It's so funny that he thinks this looks good. Well, let's get back to this video first.
is somehow like helping him get over the trauma of losing his daughter. Like, if you've never had, like, you know...
This guy didn't even sound like he was clout farming. Like, if he wants to share that, it's fine. Like, it's a good thing. Like, I really just don't see any problem with it. Like, he's leaving the kid out of it as much as possible.
Kid in the family die, it's like one of the most miserable experiences you'll ever go through. If not...
How do you fucking know?
The most. You know, I don't know if I've ever been, like... Well, anyway, it's awful. Okay, it is...
Wait, hold on, was there like some lore there that was subtly hinted at? Let's look at his body language.
Like, helping him get over the trauma of losing his daughter. Like, if you've never had, like, you know, kid in the family die, it's like one of the most...
Dude, that little... I want to go back quick. That little glance that he did to the left there.
In the family die,
That's like the most open I think I've ever seen his eye. That looks like... It almost looks like there's an actual person that's like trying to break out of this Harman Smith shell. Maybe this is lore. Maybe he did have like a sibling that died. I don't know.
It's like one of the most miserable experiences you'll ever go through. If not the most. You know, I don't know if I've ever been like...
All right, there we go.
Well, anyway, it's awful.
Was he about... Did it sound like he was about to open up about his story in his life there? I don't know.
Okay, it is downright like terrible.
Like I'm not trying to pry into this guy's life. It's just kind of fucking. He's just kind of acting differently than he normally does, and he's the one bringing up that people are making it up.
When this happens, and it does happen to everyone all over the world.
What? No, okay, now it's getting insane. Like most families I know don't have kids dying left and right. He's acting like the fucking Holy Spirit is committing Passover like every fucking 6 months or something.
And like the fact that Redditors, that people on Twitter would celebrate this guy and his attempts at like farming Reddit karma, it's disgusting. And
Okay, now we're back to traditional Harman Smith.
what's even more ridiculous, I think, is just how many people are like advocating for this guy as like like some symbol of the community. Like so many people
People just like that he shared a story. He's not like a symbol. He doesn't have a voice outside of that one fucking story.
rallied behind this individual and thought the story was super wholesome and cute, and it's just like.
According to his Kiwi Farms thread, Harman does have brothers. Never saw anything about any of them being deceased, though. Okay.
At its core, it's just very disgusting and exploitive. Like, this wasn't a sincere thing that the Redditor went through. It was just an attempt at farming karma.
I mean, how do you know he's fucking lying? Where are your receipts on that? You have receipts for people telling you to kill yourself, like.
And
where are your receipts for the fact that he's fucking lying? Does he have to prove to you that he has a dead daughter?
I called this out. Okay, when I addressed this, when I pointed this out immediately, is that like, yeah, this was obviously an attempt at like farming engagement. This was obviously a karma thing. This was obviously just like some kind of like.
You know, when Charlie Kirk got shot, he's probably like, this is actually Bates. Actually, he's very much still alive. My sources tell me that he's stable. Please, God.
Story to like, design to like.
Why are you surprised that Harman Smith is on the farms? He's the exact kind of person who would be on the farms. It's just that he's less known of.
Appeal to fans of the game. Like, people jumped down my throat about it. Like, people.
And now that I think about it, in the tweet he didn't even say that he was lying. He just said you're disgusting for doing this. Like, was there any part of his tweet that said that the guy was lying?
No. He just said, imagine using your dead daughter to promote a video game. Disgusting.
But if he's saying there's no dead daughter, then like, if he's saying now there's no dead daughter, then like he's either lying now or he was lying then, because either she exists or she doesn't.
People did not want to hear that this wholesome base story about a dad losing his daughter was somehow like exploitive or manipulative. And to me, that's something that just, I feel as if it's kind of like
there was a weird look again. Like, I don't think I've ever seen him frown that hard. Hold on.
Was somehow like exploitive or manipulative. And to me, that's something that just.
Look, it looks like he's having like war flashbacks or something. Like, this is probably the most expressive I've seen Harman Smith in a video in more ways than one. Because usually he's like some fucking nerd stereotype robot in one mode. With, like, the occasional Reddit smirk.
I feel as if it's kind of like the feminist thing, honestly.
Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I probably am.
It's kind of like with the faking sexual assault allegations thing. Like, you're taking.
What is he talking? Wait, faking. What allegations is he talking about? Is he gonna get into that?
Taking away from like real suffering, real people who are.
All right, bad start, and you walked in on Harman Smith talking about fake sexual assault allegations.
Going through these problems in order to like make it about yourself and take advantage of like other people's generosity. That's kind of my feel.
What is he? I mean, what is he getting out of this outside of attention? Like it's not like they're paying him for the story.
Like looking at this, looking at what people are doing.
It's not like people are buying him a fucking car.
Like, when I spoke out about this, people came after me as if I was like, shitting on like the little girl or something. Like the dead little girl or something. But in actuality, I feel as if like I was kind of the father should have shown more respect. The father should have shown more deference. Like, why would you ever go online and talk about your dead daughter? It doesn't make any sense to me. There's no reason to do that, like, other than to like exploit other people. That's kind of my mentality.
I mean, I don't doubt that there are people who have done that with dead relatives, but like simply bringing up the fact that you have, I mean, it's a major thing to happen in someone's life. Like, of course, it's going to be brought up at least several times.
On it, like, why would you ever? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, to me, it was just obviously like a bit, like used to like garner attention, garner engagement. Tie yourself in with this popular game and try to like promote yourself using this game.
Harman just thinks that every person operates the exact same as Boogie2988. If he was lying about cancer, then your daughter must not be real either.
it's to me, I just think that's unacceptable. To me, like, I think that's just appalling. Like, even if it was true, which I highly doubt, like, even if it was true, like, why would you want to talk about this? Like, why would you want to, like, bring this up? Why would you want to, like...
Yeah, why would you want to talk about remembering a dead fucking child? It's not like you need to be comforted or you need to, like, get it off your chest or anything. It's just a dead daughter. Man the fuck up, bitch.
Try and tell people that a video...
I mean, do you even really want a daughter? Look at someone like Low Tier God. Even he doesn't want his fucking daughter. Get over it.
Video game helps you get over your dead daughter, because you're never going to get over that. Like, that's just my...
I mean, there are some people who can do it more easily than others. It depends on the person and what they went through.
Opinion is that, like, you're never... Actually, no, I would say it's a fact. It's a fact!
Why would you ever open up about the losses in your life other than to manipulate people? This speaks volumes about Harman's character. This guy actually sucks. Harman comes off as someone who is terminally online. Like, he lives online. Like, he looks at extreme lolcows like Rich and Boogie, and like he thinks that at least 70% of the population can be like them.
That you're never going to get over this. You are going to be thinking about it for the rest of your life. And yeah, it sucks.
It's never going to get better. The fact that your kid's fucking dead it's going to make your life worse. All right? It only goes downhill from here. There is nothing that can be salvaged or redeemed from this.
Yeah, it's a tragedy. Yeah, it never.
You know, it's so weird because earlier he was like, it's sick that he was lying about this. But what about it? Well, can I prove that he was lying about this? Well, no. But I mean, like, even if it was, it's like, you get over it. All right, you're never gonna get past it. Just don't talk about it. It's just a dead fucking kid.
Should have happened. But at the same time, like,
Harman is a master of just being able to play both sides of an argument at once just to make himself look smart. I mean, I say that he's not a master of it because he still looks like a fucking retard at the end of the day, but, you know, he's really committed to that tactic. I have to respect that.
Why use that to promote a video game? Like, to me, that's just, like, appalling, disgusting behavior.
Pragmata helped me get over my dead daughter. Spending this $70 just fixed my life. You should spending my $70 to this critically acclaimed masterpiece of Capcom that you can buy on the PlayStation, Steam, and Xbox stores. Oh my god, it changed my life. Oh, and the Switch one too if you have it portable.
That you're using your dead daughter to promote a video game. It's like the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, to me, it really just reeks of just how, like, amoral and disgusting the general gaming community actually is. Like,
this is probably one of the single funniest instances I've seen of somebody doubling down on a retarded point. Like he sounds like a fucking crazy person.
I've gone on record several times about how I feel like these people have no morals and they don't really have any value.
Oh, I think we're about to get into the receipts.
And they're all, like, really disgusting human beings. This is a really good example as to why. In that,
I hate this guy. Well, see, people like DSP, Harman, and Low Tier God, like, they're so entertaining in just their sheer unlikability that it's sort of an uncanny valley effect. It's so funny that, like, I can't bring myself to truly hate them from my heart. They are pieces of shit, but they are so entertaining in being pieces of shit that I can never truly hate them myself.
They will use dead little...
Like, if these people died or fell off the face of the earth, like, my life would be sadder because I wouldn't have them to laugh at.
Girls to promote their agenda. They will use dead little girls to tell you that Pragmata is one of the greatest and best video games ever produced. Like, they will try and use dead little girls to push this notion that this game is actually, like, an amazing trad...
I don't think I've ever heard someone talk more about dead little girls in a video until now.
Dad simulator, and it's not in any way pedophilic.
That's not a statement I should be saying about your content, Harman.
Like, or ridiculous, or whatever. It is downright disgusting, and we really do have to move past this point where people are willing to defend Pragmata or its fans for a situation.
I love how he's been bitching about this for like 15 minutes now. Like, he is so ass mad that he got ratioed on Twitter.
Things like this, because to me,
this is more coping and seething than anything Harman has called coping and seething.
Like, this is the first sign that, like, little girls are getting exploited because of this game. In that, This guy pimped out his dead daughter.
What a terrible fucking statement. This guy pimped out his dead daughter. Oh, God.
To promote a video game.
That is not a statement I should ever have to hear, is this guy pimped out his dead daughter to promote a video game. That is an insane statement, even if you claim to be against the action. Okay, Harman, what's going on, buddy? Is the video over? Where are the receipts, buddy? Do you not know how to edit the receipts in? Harman? The video's still playing, by the way. You can see the timeline moving. I don't know what's... Okay, we're about to get to them.
You might want to scroll. There we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get to
Here we go. It's been built up for so long. What is it gonna show?
Why did he take so long? What's with all this black space? Like, does he fucking look... Who am I kidding? A fucking corpse doesn't watch shit back when he edits it and records it. A recorder, or another quote in the user book, this guy pimped out his dead daughter to promote a video. That statement is more insane the more I say it, honestly. Where are the... Come on. Imagine using your dead daughter to promote a video game. Disgusting. I hope you never lose a close loved one. You obviously never have. On that note, I hope you get the ever-living shit beat out of you. Of course I have, but I don't use my loved ones to shill for a video game. Maybe it should have been you instead. I bet half the family thought that. Jesus Christ, they're fucking eviscerating him. Wait, it looks like Harman retweeted that one. It was such a good roast that Harman himself had to retweet that.
And he depicts these people in the thumbnail as soy jacks demanding he like Pragmata.
They're not even talking about Pragmata at that point. They're just telling him to fucking off himself.
Yeah.
These people come off as cooler. These people come off much cooler than One Up Films did. One Up Films says your art sucks or something. It's like, man, I bet your parents regret having you or something. Like, these guys are more of Chad. This is the Chad way to do it. Not that I should say that you should do this. Obviously, never do this. But like, if it happens, like, at least this is funny. Okay, Harman? Is it just black?
Yeah, the rest of this is black, yeah.
What the fuck? He brought it. Okay, so this is like a single receipt of like 2 guys. I mean, I guess one guy got like mileage out of that. But like, you can't edit anything. Like, why is there just black for the rest of the video? Like, you can clearly bring things up during the video like you did with your original reply, but like, you had to like waste our time at the end. Like, Harman, you can't even fucking edit, and you do YouTube for a living.
He got obviously the comments here are mostly roasting him also on this YouTube video.
I mean, obviously. Oh, poor Harman. Boo-hoo. Such a victim. It's not like he was deliberately disrespecting deceased children and hasn't wished death on people multiple times in the past. Oh, wait. What is Harman
Look at the second comment. It's so good. Are you waiting for the concept of combing your hair to be a Nintendo exclusive or something?
Okay, no, that is good. You're not a YouTuber. You use bots to boost your subscriber count to be eligible for monetization. I mean, if Harman uses bots, then like he very clearly hasn't bought that many of them. Somehow, this is a new low for Harman, which I never thought was possible. And why is there 5 minutes of nothing at the end? I say his Hitler comment was worse. What did he say about Hitler?
I don't know. I don't know what he said about Hitler, but probably something positive, I would assume.
Harman Smith definitely needs his hard drive checked, as well as a visit from Chris Hansen or an Undertaker.
All right, now, I guess we could watch...
I just want to make it clear, don't actually go tell Harman Smith to kill himself. I just think it was funny when these people did it, though I don't want anyone to actually do that to anyone. All right, but
I want to go to his... YouTubers create video game projects in desperate bid to destroy Nintendo. He's talking about Markiplier and Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Markiplier movie, but I did see Obsession and I did see the Backrooms. They were good. I'd say Obsession was probably better than Backrooms, though.
In exciting news, the Legend of Zelda movie has wrapped up production today or last night. I don't know when it happened, but they formally
I don't know when it happened. It's only like the second coming of Christ, but who cares about it? Oh wait, I do.
announced that it was over and that it is releasing in
The Undertaker Penguin.
May of 2027. So I'm super excited for that. Gonna be a huge deal. We're gonna see the situation where the highest grossing video game movies of all time are the Mario movie, the Mario Galaxy movie, and the Legend of Zelda movie. You know, cementing Nintendo's dominance over this niche that is now blowing up. And immediately
This niche that is now blowing up. There's been a lot of video game movies, both good and bad, in recent years, more than ever.
after this, the weasel started climbing out of the wood.
Okay. That right there is the most I've ever seen him move. The way he like quickly turned around. Like, how many calories do you think he burned from that move? I'm thinking maybe like 1/4.
Work. You know, they started doing the cockroaches are everywhere. They're swarming, trying to get like a crumb from Nintendo's table. You know,
What the fuck is he talking about with like, is he saying that other projects are leeching off of Nintendo's like, success? Like, there were arguably more video game movies than the Mario one when it came out.
you had Elden Ring announcing their movie that nobody's going to go see and nobody's going to care about.
People have been making video game movies since the 90s. It's just now they're actually starting to be decent.
You had like Jacksepticeye shilling Bloodborne, his favorite game of all time, apparently because he's never played anything else. Like, you're seeing people.
There is like literally like hundreds of videos on his channel that are like pure documentation of how that is wrong.
Like bend
Unless that was sarcasm. I don't know.
over backward trying to hype up Sonic the Hedgehog. You're seeing people like pretend The Last of Us Season 3 is going to be good. Like, we are seeing in real time YouTubers proving just how irrelevant they are. You know, like
YouTubers are proving how irrelevant they are by forcing me to talk about their shitty takes. Okay.
like Markiplier. I'm just like, what was his name? Markiplier. Yeah, Markiplier.
Calling him Markiplier kind of makes him sound like he's gay for him or something. Oh, little Markiplier. Oh, with his the handsome man he is. He's making a non-Mario movie that makes me want to hate fuck him.
Okay, you know, this no-name streamer that nobody's ever heard of before. Like, he produced an Iron Lung movie.
No. Okay, no, that's bait. That statement right there was bait.
Ooh, oh, what a big deal. Iron Lung, you know, like the Steel Diver knockoff that nobody remembers. You know, like, oh, like, I saw every single YouTuber coming out, like, go see this movie. It's the best game adaptation ever. It's the best game adaptation you'll ever see. If you're a fan of Mark, you have to go see it. And, didn't leave much of an impression on anybody. Like, nobody cares, okay? Like, I don't even know what the game is.
I heard people say it was good, and people cite it along with Obsession and Backrooms as being successful YouTuber movies than this year.
Okay? Like, it has some nonsense to do with a submarine, but like, so what? You know, like, it's not competing.
Successful relative to its small budget.
I mean, yeah, a smaller budget is definitely gonna make you more successful. I don't know how much it or
Sorry,
how much it earned. What?
I moved my setup here. Sorry.
Iron Lung box office. Made over $50 million worldwide. I mean, that's not too shabby.
Nintendo, it's not competing with Zelda. I'm not going to go see it. Don't care. Like, we are at the point where we're seeing the biggest YouTubers on the platform, you know, start to branch out into producing like.
But I thought Markiplier was an irrelevant nobody. Now he's one of the biggest. Like, which one is it, dude?
Actual films. You know, they are making movie adaptations based on the games that they showed like 10 years ago. You know, you're seeing Iron Lung, you're seeing Bloodborne, you're seeing Elden Ring, and what you're seeing.
Did anything even come out of like the Bloodborne thing, or is it just something Jacksepticeye said at the time that he'd like to do? Because I don't think anything has really come out of that.
Is that nobody gives a fuck. You know, it doesn't matter how popular and successful of a YouTuber you are. Like, your audience is not going to go out and see Iron Lung, okay?
No, they are. They like like if they watch your content, like they're absolutely going to go out and support you.
Like, honestly, the vast majority of your audience are probably just Chinese bot farms just endlessly, like, replaying your videos over and over again to generate, like, ad revenue, okay? Like, that's the reality.
Well, then, so I guess all the Chinese bots made those $50 million for Markiplier then? Like, the bots were somehow able to buy tickets and sit their butts in the seats in robotic bodies?
Behind most of these people is that they don't really have an organic audience, and that's why, you know, something like, you know, FNAF or Undertale, which are supposedly the biggest games in the online gaming community, why they don't really have any relevancy in.
Do you think Harman believes that, like, all the Five Nights at Freddy's slop art was created only by AI before AI was able to create art? Like, did he think that the government was just putting all the FNAF shipping and DeviantArt fetish work out on the internet just to trick people into thinking it was popular, that it was a psyop? It wouldn't surprise me if he actually believes that the government is making all that FNAF art that gets put on the internet.
In real life, among actual gamers. Okay, nobody's discovered, like, Undertale 10 years later and, like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. No, everybody has the same story. I saw my favorite streamer talking about it, and that's why I became a fan. You know, I didn't even play the game. I didn't buy the game. I don't know anything about it. But my streamer likes it, so I have to damage control it. But, like, this is a very niche audience, right? There aren't a lot of people who are into watching streams. In fact, it kind of feels like at this point there are far more streamers than there are actual stream watchers. Like, again,
what? That doesn't make sense. Then if that was the case, then, like, there'd be so many dead channels.
I've been saying this for a long time. Like, this is like an oversaturated industry, and that's why Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, people who are not relevant, people who aren't competitive, people
Harman, don't fucking put shit in your microwave before you hit record, man.
who don't play games, people who don't know what they're talking about. Like, these guys
You can tell he was starting to get in. I want to pause right on the face. Hold on.
And Jacksepticeye, people who are not relevant.
Oh wait, is that the microwave, or what the fuck is that that's beeping?
People who aren't competitive, people who don't play games, people
Looks
who
like
don't know what they're talking
microwave.
about. Like, these guys.
You can see how annoyed he is at the beeping. I am trying to put Markiplier in his fucking place. I will grab the chicken nuggies when I am ready.
Are desperate to break out into Hollywood because they know that the bottom is.
Wait, hold on. The beeping stopped. Did he stop the Did he stop the beeping with his mind? Hold on.
Play games, people who don't know what they're talking about. Like, these guys are.
The minute he looked to his right, it just stopped. Like, he might actually be a fucking wizard.
Desperate to break out.
So if Harman Smith does have, like, sorcery powers, then, like, why the fuck doesn't he just, like, eliminate every game company that's not Nintendo from the face of the planet? Like, come on, Harman, like, flex your magic some more. You're better than this.
Hollywood, because they know that the bottom.
Harman has telepathy, and yet he'd still probably be a more ethical telepathy user than Jean Grey in Brand New Day.
Is falling out on their brands, that, like, nobody actually watches their content, nobody knows who the fuck they are, and nobody actually, like, even knows their names, really. Yeah, again, I struggled remembering, like, Mark's name. Okay,
this part of the video is unbelievable.
Oh my god!
Like, you're not going to believe what he's about to say.
How did you not tell me about the fucking microwave mind powers? That was incredible.
Oh, it was overshadowed in my mind by what he's about to say next.
You know, he's supposedly one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. And keep in mind, I'm someone who's, like, terminally online.
Oh my god, he admitted it! He actually fucking admitted it! He knows what he is! Oh.
Someone
Okay,
who's,
keep going.
like, you know, a YouTuber myself, someone who, like, plays way more games than him. Like, you know, I have way more credibility. You know, I make more money than him. I get more bitches than him. Like, Mark.
That was so much bullshit I couldn't process all of it. What? I make more money than him. Okay, then why the fuck do you live in a fucking apartment or your mom's basement where your microwave is disobedient while you're recording? We gotta watch all that again. That was incredible.
Remembering, like, Mark's name. Okay, just now. You know, he's supposedly one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform. And keep in mind, I'm someone who's like terminally online, someone who's like, you know, a YouTuber myself, someone who like plays way more games than him. Like, you know, I have way more credibility. You know, I make more money than him. I get more bitches than him. Like, Markiplier is a complete poser, right?
Oh my god, this is probably one of the best videos he's ever made.
Like, again, that's very,
This is an easy top 5 Harman Smith video.
very obvious simply by just looking at like his products and what he delivers and like what he does. Like,
Well, how many of the bitches is he talking about are actual real bitches and not AI bitches? That's the question.
it's nowhere near on the level of what I'm doing with like the books, with the streams, with like the Nintendo stuff. Like, again, I'm kind of a cultural icon at this point.
He's a cultural icon, Dr. Storm.
Oh my god! This is fucking gold! Oh. I mean, you're a cultural icon, alright? You're a cultural icon of fucking... I would say Reddit, but honestly, even they wouldn't fucking take you. That's how much of a fucking joke you are.
Like, someone like Markiplier is just a nobody in comparison. That's the weirdest thing about it, is that we're supposed to care
What the fuck is
that Jacksepticeye is making a Bloodborne movie. Okay?
Okay, now we just switch gears to Jacksepticeye all of a sudden.
That's the weirdest thing about this to me. Is that
I love how he mentions his live streams, like, as if, like, they ever... I don't think his live streams ever even reach fucking double digits. And even if they do, they never reach beyond 20.
after a decade of no one giving a fuck about Bloodborne, after Nintendo poaching the developers and having them produce a spiritual successor exclusive to Nintendo Switch, like, the big Bloodborne project is just a YouTuber making an animated film. Like...
Oh, is the film going to be animated for Bloodborne? I didn't know that. If so, yeah, that's based.
Are you serious? That's the best you can do? Like, that's your big play to go up against the legend?
Yeah, that is a good point. If Harman Smith makes more money than Markiplier, then where's his fucking movie? Why doesn't he make, like... Oh, wait, he wouldn't be able to get the rights to Nintendo, and he hates indie projects, so, you know, his hands are kind of tied there.
Of Zelda movie, you know, a film that's probably going to surpass Lord of the Rings in cultural relevancy.
Oh my god, this has like so many wrong... I don't think I've ever seen a video where there are so many wrong statements in it. The Zelda movie's going to surpass the cultural impact of Lord of the Rings. And he's lifting up his fucking shirt again and pushing his glasses up for no reason.
Like, you're really going to do Bloodborne. Like, and that's kind of where we're at now, honestly, is that, like, we're kind of seeing the illusion propped up by 2015 YouTube, like, kind of collapsing among itself. Like, we still see people trying to say The Witcher 3 and that, like, Bloodborne were some of the best games ever made. But the reality is...
He fucking burped again on the fucking recording.
These have been mogged by, like, Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey for, like, over a decade now. Okay, like, nobody played Bloodborne when it came out, and it only had a reputation online.
Dude, fucking everyone was calling the PS4 the Bloodborne machine when it came out because that was the only fucking thing on the console worth playing at the time.
And, like, every year that goes by, less and less people remember it or care. You know, outside of people who are very dedicated to pretending that the PS4 is, like, one of the best pieces of hardware ever and one of the best gaming consoles ever made, like... Bloodborne has no audience. And this is going to be the trend you see over the next 10, 20, 30 years, is that you definitely have this dedicated group of, like, old men, you know, these 40-year-old, middle-aged, just weirdo YouTubers who just sit there.
I'm guessing that Harman doesn't own a mirror in his house because there's no way he's ever been able to, which explains why he's never been able to look in it. And it also explains why his hairline is always so unkempt. He can't see how bad it actually looks.
And try and tell...
I mean, this is just proof he doesn't watch his videos back, because, like, he's never fixed it. Like, the hair is just always like that. Actually, no, I forgot. He sometimes gels up his hair when, for a special occasion, like when the Nintendo Switch 2 is about to come out, or when he's shitting on Toby Fox. Oh, Nintendo Direct Day? Better slick it back for the princess.
that like Bloodborne is the greatest thing ever made. Why? Because I say so. Okay, that's really all there is to it. You know, Bloodborne is only relevant today because so many YouTubers made it part of their brand to worship and praise this game. It doesn't because
it's funny he says that because like Banjo-Kazooie is so widely like the sales of Banjo-Kazooie are often like overinflated in terms of like reputation because of a lot of YouTubers, because like people always say Croc actually sold way more than Banjo-Kazooie back in the day, which I mean being on the PS1 helped. But I wonder what Harman's stance on Rare or Banjo-Kazooie is, honestly.
they actually enjoy it.
Well, you gotta understand. I think Harman believes that PlayStation fakes their sales numbers to pretend that they're bigger than Nintendo.
Oh yeah, you totally just had a bunch of PS2s you forgot to record the sales of on standby so that it could still beat the Switch. Absolutely. I mean, he probably does think that a bunch of shit's made up unless it's Nintendo, in which case it's real.
Yeah, same with Pal World. He thinks Pal World is lying about their player base and sales numbers to make themselves look bigger.
You didn't actually get a cease and desist. You're just trying to fucking virtue signal. Oh wait, the cease and desist was real? Well, you shouldn't have gone against the big end then. That was your mistake.
I mean, they actually played a lot. It doesn't.
I don't know if he's actually had that switch up. It wouldn't surprise me if he did, though.
I mean, they care about it. Like, it was something they were able to latch onto and gain relevancy in.
Hey Storm, pancakes or waffles? I mean, it depends on what I'm in the mood for. If it's, I mean, waffles are great for making like a sandwich out of them, but like, you know, I mean, pancakes, I do like them when they're fluffy.
10 years ago, and they've just kind of milked it into the ground since. And because nobody actually watches these YouTubers or cares, what we're slowly seeing is that these kind of projects, they're getting made and they're inevitably failing. You know, they should have this massive built-in audience from their YouTube careers, but the simple fact of the matter is, you know, like we've seen with like people like ProZD and Yongye, like just because you have a lot of YouTube subscribers who will like co-sign everything you do because of the woke bullshit you're involved with, like the reality is that doesn't transfer to actual skills. That doesn't transfer to like actually producing products that people want to watch or play. And this is going to be like...
I mean, if anything, they're voice actors at most. Like, they work on the games, but, like, it's not like they're developers. Like, they don't have that much say or, like, ability to impact a game beyond their performances.
The reality, as we see that more and more of these, like, YouTube movies just kind of collapse. Okay? They're just not going to be able to remain competitive. They're just not as good as what Nintendo is doing.
And this is the end result of...
What just happened? What is this analog horror bullshit that like Harman Smith just took over his own video? What?
Collapse. Okay, they're just not going to be able to remain competitive. They're just not as good as what Nintendo is doing.
And this is the end result of decades of downplaying the company.
What the fuck happened? Why does it just cut to black and he just starts recording with a shittier mic? What's going on? He forgot to charge his camera? I mean, that's what it sounds like, is that, like, he kept on going, but then realized that, like, the video didn't, like, pick it all up, so then he just added this. I mean, that's probably what happened.
Ignoring all of Nintendo's franchises and games, propping up every single little thing that came out, trying to gaslight people into thinking random titles.
No, dude, he legit sounds like fucking Linkara with this mic, like, back in the Channel Awesome days.
Are these huge industry classics. This is the end result of that.
Guys, he sounds more masculine than Animat. He doesn't sound like Animat at all.
Is Nintendo gets bigger and bigger and bigger while YouTubers like this fade into irrelevancy. You know, Markiplier being attached to Iron Long and Jacksepticeye being attached to Bloodborne, they're not going to do a thing for it. They are going to get inevitably destroyed by the far superior Nintendo products.
Man, I can't wait for when Nintendo just puts Markiplier and Jacksepticeye on the gallows and then just hangs them for good in front of their audiences.
The Iron Lung movie didn't make nearly as much movie as the Mario game, but it was like a lower budget independent film. It made money relative to its budget.
I think you said it didn't make as much movie, which I thought was funny, but I knew what you meant.
It wasn't some giant blockbuster like the Mario movie. It made money relative to its budget.
I mean, that's why Obsession made so much money. It didn't have a very big budget, but word of mouth made everyone watch it. I mean, what a lot of people don't understand is like lower budget means like more profit, especially if the end result isn't really like compromised because of that. But yeah, that was like a top 5 Harman Smith video for me. Like so much was wrong that happened. So much went wrong.
I get more bitches than him. Okay, Markiplier is a complete poser.
His fucking camera running out of battery, so he had to fucking rush to just put that in at the end. Oh, it's so good. So what are you feeling? Are you good to keep going with like 1 or 2 more Harman Smith videos, or how are you feeling right now?
Well, we've been going for about a little over 2.5 hours. I think maybe we can go for like 1 more.
All right. Are there any that you would like to recommend, or should we just pick a random one, do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to choose.
Oh, I think we could either watch Star Fox is better than Star Wars, or Mario is bigger than Spider-Man.
Yeah, we could watch Star Fox is better than Star Wars. I haven't seen that one. Maybe it's good.
God, all the thumbnails are putrid. Which I did play the Star Fox remake quite a bit, and I did actually thoroughly enjoy it. Like, it's actually a really good remake. But you should probably search Star Wars, because he probably barely talks about it, so there's less results. Alright, Harman Smith. I don't know, the Spider-Man and Mario one also seems like Star Wars is finished. Leave the Death Star to us. I mean, the Death Star probably is small potatoes in comparison to everything else Andros has, honestly. Oh, there's our stream. Actually, I think it's in Watch Later. I put it in.
Yeah, you did.
We could either watch Star Fox is better than Star Wars, which I think the play button is lying, or we could watch Mario is bigger than Spider-Man. He's too big, and he left the fucking patching in there. Let's watch the Star Fox one.
It's very interesting playing Star Fox.
What the fuck is wrong with his camera in this video? Like, why is it so blurry and warped? Like, what's going on here? Like, his camera's usually not this bad. Is it the lighting that's playing tricks on us?
Again, because I kind of had this weird realization while I was playing Star Fox, is that, wow, this came out in 97, a year before Star Wars The Phantom Menace. So this is actually...
Wow, this came out before another thing. Like, that's never happened, where things were like a year apart. Damn, that's crazy, bro.
A game that came out before the Star Wars prequels completely ruined the franchise and completely killed Star Wars, made it completely irrelevant to the point where George Lucas...
Dude, Star Wars was like the biggest fucking thing, and it was like one of the biggest fucking things when I was a kid, as like the prequel movies were coming out. Were they good? Maybe not, but like there was so much fucking merchandise. Like, people were, before the Plinkett reviews came out, people still very much liked those movies.
Had to like sell everything off to Disney.
It goes back to what I was
like
saying
Star Wars...
about Harman Smith. If he doesn't like something, it has to be culturally irrelevant. It has to be a failure, etc. He can't just not like it.
He's jealous that other people like it. It's like, well, this doesn't matter anyway. Come on. If I don't like it, no one should.
Star Wars has been bad for the past 30 years. And the mindset...
I mean, 30 years is... Well, wait, when did the holiday special come out?
Among fans is that this is not the case, that Star Wars is healthy, that people still care about this brand, and that the prequels were great. It's not true. It's just a giant cope. And
dude, why are you talking about the fucking prequels when the sequel trilogy is right fucking there? Like, that's your like fucking anti-woke versus woke battleground in a lot of cases. Like, Harman, what are you doing?
It kind of dawned on me while I was like playing Star Fox, is like just how much better Star Fox 64 was than the Star Wars prequels. Because
how are these even comparable? How do you
They
fucking...
both have star in the name.
How can you compare a fucking Nintendo 64 game that you can beat in an hour to, like, an entire big-budget movie trilogy? I mean, I don't necessarily disagree, because Star Fox 64 is awesome and the prequels have a bunch of flaws, but, like, it's like comparing an apple to an orange here.
You think about it, Star Fox 64 has far more popular characters. It has a far more...
Yes. Peppy hair, totally more popular than Darth fucking Vader, like one of the most popular villains in fiction.
Epic, like, confrontation, between Andros and Corneria. You have, like, way more iconic, like...
I mean, Andros, you don't really see him until the end, even though he has a presence with his army throughout the game, you could argue.
Space battles and all these different segments and, like, this structure. You have, like, these insanely quotable lines, okay?
It's funny he's saying this when Star Fox 64, like, the planet Katina, like, there's basically a direct reference to Independence Day with the mothership. Like, they were clearly, like, referencing that movie which had come out at the time. But this game that had to take from another sci-fi movie that was less popular than Star Wars, like, no, it's more popular than Star Wars.
Do a Barrel Roll is so much more famous than I Have the High Ground. It's really not...
No, not in recent years, no. Like, prequel memes have, like, exploded in popularity in recent years.
Even funny. Like, Star Wars meme...
Also, you picked Eye of the High Ground. There's, like, so much... Like, I Am Your Father is way more fucking widespread than that. Like, fucking Toy Story 2 was referencing that shit.
Are just kind of forced. They're lazy. They're stupid. While Star Fox 64 memes are just kind of, like, natural. It's just...
Prequel memes are pretty natural. It's like, how did this happen? We're smarter than this.
Endlessly quotable. I was seeing people, like,
The prequels are very quotable despite their fucking, reputation in the writing.
Making jokes about...
Another happy landing.
Like, Falco. Like, are you...
This negotiation... This whole operation was your idea.
You listen to that monkey, like, it's just...
Oh, wow. Of course, that's, like, the one... Dude, you saw the smirk. Like, you saw, like, he knows. He knows why that's the first one he went to. Are you gonna listen to that monkey? He fucking knows. You little fucking shut, Harman, you.
There are so many people who have noticed...
Oh, God. Am I gonna be late for my fucking gaming session?
Who have engaged with Star Fox 64 over the decades and consider it like one of their all-time favorite games.
I mean, I like the game and I really like the remake, but, like, no, it is not bigger than Star Wars. I'm sorry. Star Fox took, like, fucking a decade to get a new game since the last one. It was just a remake of 64 again, man. Meanwhile, Star Wars has been getting all this content. Is it good? No, probably not, but it's still been getting content nonetheless. Star Fox was dead for the longest fucking time.
Nobody, absolutely nobody, considers any of the Star Wars prequels their favorite movie. Like, not a single...
No, there are a lot of fucking people in my age range. There's a lot of people in my age range that love Revenge of the Sith. Like, they consider Revenge of the Sith, like, on par with, like, the OT.
Not even people who grew up with them. Okay.
And the fucking clone. I mean, those aren't necessarily the prequel movies, but it's still, like, the same era, like the Clone Wars. People look fondly on the Clone Wars.
You'll occasionally see people try and glaze episode 3, but they're delusional, and episode 3 is always shit. But, like, yeah, there are virtually no defenders of the prequels. The only reason the prequels...
What parts
of the internet... A lot of defenders of the prequels,
What parts of the fucking internet does he live on? Like, he says he's terminally online and he sees no prequel defenders? Like, seriously? Like, he's not even doing the smart thing to shit on the prequel defenders. He's saying they don't fucking exist. Which is ironic because Harman makes up a lot of fucking people in his head that don't fucking exist. Just to seem smart.
Prequels are being glazed today is because kids grew up with them, have no frame of...
Oh, wait, hold on. What is he saying now?
Not a single person. Not even people who grew up with them. Okay, you'll occasionally see people try and glaze episode 3, but they're delusional, and episode 3 is always shit.
Okay, so they do fucking exist then. Okay. Do they exist or not, Harman? Which one is it?
But, like, yeah, there are virtually no...
What?
He's about to blatantly contradict himself.
Oh,
with
yeah.
What he's about to say.
Defenders of the prequels. The only reason the prequels are being glazed today...
There are no defenders, but the prequels are simultaneously being glazed. No, like, Harman, you cannot have statement A and B at the same time if they contradict each other. Please learn about logic in math class. Go back, try again.
Is because kids grew up with them.
Well, I don't believe for a fucking minute he's actually seen Star Wars. There's no way he's seen the fucking movies.
Have no frame of reference and are just not willing to admit their problems.
What do you mean they don't have a frame of reference? They can go back and watch the fucking movies whenever they want.
You know, kind of like, you know, how the MCU fans don't want to admit that the MCU is shit, or like, you know, anything that's like.
I mean, a lot of people shit on modern Marvel movies. They've kind of become a fucking joke and punching bags to people in recent years.
Star Wars is just, for a lot of people, like their first movie, and as a result of it, they just don't want to admit that, like, it's not really that good.
Hey Harman, what was your first game? Was it Mario? Could we pin the same fucking thing on you? Could we?
Is just the long and short of it. Like, we have seen over the past, like...
Has Harman Smith ever said what his first game was? If it was Mario, that would be so fucking funny.
You know, 10
I mean, it was a Nintendo one regardless, but still.
years, this attempt to rewrite history, to pretend as if Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, is somehow great, it's misunderstood, it stood the test of time, and to put it
has
very,
no
very
defenders.
Yeah.
simply, it has not. It is not relevant. It is not popular.
Which is exactly why you're talking about it when something completely different came out, and you've talked more about it in this video than the thing you actually like. Okay.
It's not something that anybody talks about or remembers. Star
Harman, what are you doing right now? What are you talking about right now exactly? Because you're not talking about Star Fox.
Wars is a complete joke. It really needs to be spelled out to people that Star Wars, in many ways, was never good. And aped off of, like, you know, classic Japanese samurai films and older 50s series.
Which, again, Star Fox is kind of, I don't know, they kind of took something from Independence Day, which was a modern sci-fi movie at the time, which could have probably taken inspiration from Star Wars in certain areas.
There's nothing about Star Wars.
Star Fox Zero is the worst thing since my son. Star Fox Zero is the worst thing since my son.
Wars that really has stood the test of time. Like, it is a brand that is kept afloat by nostalgia and by people insisting that it's way better than it actually is. Okay? It is carried almost entirely by the special effects. Okay? Star Fox, in comparison, is something that people actually enjoy. It's something with, like, this timeless, relatable theme of Fox McCloud, his father murdered, and him going...
Oh, people are saying that they enjoy Star Wars. No, they're just bots, or, like, they're just coping, millennial, rose-tinted, the agenda. They wanna take a stab at Nintendo.
On this quest to defeat the evil emperor who did it. You know, it's interesting when you think about the parallels.
Well, that's kind of what happens in Star Wars. There's an evil emperor there who they gotta stop.
Between Star Wars and realize just how much more wholesome they are at their core. Because James McCloud never turns to the dark side. He never cucks out. He never, like, force chokes Fox's mother, Vixie, and, like, kills...
What the fuck? James McCloud never force chokes Fox's mother. It's because, one, his mother is never shown, and two, he doesn't have the fucking force. He's just a fucking fox that pilots an R-Wing.
Her. No, like, he goes off, he dies in battle, dies a hero, and Fox is essentially trying to live up to his legacy. It's kind of like Luke in, like...
This is the most retarded fucking argument I've ever heard. Star Fox is better than Star Wars
Star
because
Fox
there's not a bad guy.
is better. Well, Star Fox is better because Fox's father is a wholesome hero and he's not an evil villain.
Yeah, Fox is, he's not the actual evil villain. That's good. I don't like evil dads. My parents abuse me, apparently.
Episode 4, where, like, he thinks he's doing what his father did, but in actuality, his father was a piece of shit, who completely ruined everything for everyone. Okay? Like, Fox McCloud is what Luke Skywalker wishes he was. Okay? Luke Skywalker...
He's saying okay a lot more in this video than normal, it feels like. Don't you hear that?
He's saying it a lot.
Was probably playing Star Fox 64 on that moisture farm on Tatooine. He
was playing Star Fox 64 when he was growing up on the moisture farm. I don't remember a Nintendo 64 as a prop. I'm just saying He was probably playing like some holographic shit. Dude, the stuff they had in Star Wars for video games probably would have just fucking far surpassed the Nintendo 64. I'm just saying.
That's probably what inspired him to be a pilot and to fight the Empire, is that he wanted to be like Fox McCloud.
If Luke had gotten the PlayStation 1 instead, you know, the galaxy wouldn't have been safe. It's so weird that he's saying that Luke wait, did he saying that this happened, or is he saying this would have happened? Hold on.
Luke in like episode 4, where like he thinks he's doing what his father did, but in actuality his father was a piece of shit, you know, who completely ruined everything for everyone. Okay? Like, Fox McCloud is what Luke Skywalker wishes he was. Okay? You know, Luke Skywalker was probably playing Star Fox 64 on that moisture farm.
It's so weird how he's saying this movie sucks, but you know, this movie sucks, but I have now, like, with my own fan fiction powers, worked my favorite game into the canon of this world. But no, this movie still sucks somehow. I don't know.
On Tatooine. That's probably what inspired him to be a pilot and to fight the Empire, is that he wanted to be...
You know, Jurassic Park kind of fucking sucks too, but, you know, Alan Grant, I bet when he was a kid, he was playing Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island, and that kickstarted him into dinosaurs. Or, you know, John Hammond, he was playing Super Mario World 2 as a kid. He saw Yoshi and he's like, I gotta create a theme park of dinosaurs. And we got one of the most important movies. We got a movie that fucking sucked. John Hammond was a fucking LARPer and a poser.
Like Fox McCloud. Okay, that's just the reality of it. If you
Harman's narratives are so fucking confusing. Like, it seems like he's constantly making contradictions.
really think about it,
I'd be very interested to read a book of his now, not because I think it would be good, but just to see what the fuck could possibly be in it.
Fox McCloud is...
Unless apparently that stuff about him doing bad stuff with kids is true, then I don't want to read that shit at all.
Is a far better role model than Luke Skywalker, because what does he do? He assembles a better team. Okay, he has Falco Lombardi, you know, who is this like former gang member who turns to the side of good and decides to take on Andros for the thrill of it. He's got Slippy Toad.
Okay, and like that doesn't really sound too far off from Han Solo. I'm gonna be honest with you. Falco's probably the closest thing that Nintendo has to Han Solo, honestly, and I say that as a compliment to both characters.
An engineer who built the R-Wings and is customizing, like, coming up with all these weapons, like, you know, an absolute prodigy. You have Peppy Hair,
I mean, that's also kind of Chewbacca. I mean, he pilots the Falcon, I guess.
the grizzled veteran who fought alongside his father. Like,
That's literally fucking Obi-Wan, you retard. That's also Obi-Wan. Like, that's almost that's a very fucking similar character. Like, Star Wars has pretty much all of those things that you've described. And more.
Like, it's so interesting when you compare this to Star Wars and you realize just how much better the team synergy actually is. How much people
I mean, again, I like the team synergy in Star Fox, but like the team in Star Wars is good too.
help each other. How much they work together and how...
And yeah, because they don't fucking do that in Star Wars at all. No, like fucking Han Solo doesn't come back to like save Luke and thus save the galaxy at all. No, he just fucks right off, doesn't he?
They were able to like kind of come together and beat Andros in a relatively short time frame. I was like legit telling people this on Twitter, right? Star Fox would have beaten the Death Star without the plans, okay? Like, fuck the plans, okay? Because Star Fox actually understand...
Well, I guess Slippy's scanners could have like picked up the vent or something, but I mean, it's different universes, different rules and technology.
How to tackle...
Let me ask you something, Harman Smith, because Star Fox have beaten Andros without stopping the train on Macbeth or like saving the Great Fox from a missile in Sector Z? I don't think so. I mean, you know, maybe I guess they did if you're good enough at the game, but yeah.
Giant super...
I don't know where I was going with that, sorry.
Super weapons. Okay, they took out things like more intense than the Death Star on their way to Venom. Okay, you know, they had entire like, you know, super weapons that were like living on the surface of the sun or tearing apart entire space bases. You know, they took down like, you know, the entire factory planet. You know, Macbeth. You know, they dealt with the Gorgon, which by the way, that laser it fires at you in Area 6, that actually is a planet buster. That can actually destroy planets.
Where is the fucking source or citation for this? That laser does not come off as a planet buster to me. It is not big enough. You need a citation for that.
You know, it is on the Death Star's level of power, and it's way more.
The Gorgon is. There's no way the fucking Gorgon's as powerful as the fucking Death
Well,
Star.
I
buy
don't
that.
see what point Harman Smith is trying to make here. He's saying Star Fox is better because
I think he's saying that Star Fox regularly comes
because they regularly come they regularly come across threats as bad as the Death Star, so that makes it a better piece of media for some reason.
They're different universes, and honestly, I'd say Star Wars is probably more grounded than Star Fox is. Because, you know, like the Emperor, like the evil guy in Star Fox, he's like a giant disembodied head with fists.
More fun.
I mean, they're different rules with different... They're different universes with different rules, ultimately. But, like... They make... I mean, like, they're still, like, very serious threats, relatively, for both universes.
Functional, you know, it has the invisibility feature. Fox beats it anyway, okay? Like, the level...
I mean, yeah, because it's a game. It's designed to be beaten. Just like how... Star Wars is a fucking story that's designed to have the hero win. What's your point?
Of just like intensity of things that actually happen in Star Fox is just so far beyond anything that happened in Star Wars. Like Star Fox understands better than Star Wars that like what the story should be about is about the war.
I mean, I guess George kind of made up some things as he was going along, like the whole father twist. Like I can give him that, even though he kind of fucking botched the point at the end there.
It's not about the characters. It's not about their weird personal drama.
But I thought you said that the characters were good and they work at the team as a team. Now the characters don't fucking matter. Like, what's the game about, Harman Smith? Come on.
Because if you think about it, you know, in theory, if this was Star Wars, you know, Pigma betrayed, you know, James and Peppy, right? You know, to go to Andros and like be their pet pig. Okay, like
to be their pet pig. What?
He joins Star Wolf, becomes their pilot, and then like you know Fox.
Well, he becomes their fucking engineer and mechanic. I mean, they have multiple pilots, dude. Fucking, you sound like a fucking LARPer right now.
Meets him again. What happens? Okay, you would think that Peppy and Fox would be outraged by this. They would spurg out. They would like.
Hearing Harman Smith say spurg out about Star Fox is just funny to me.
Freak out over how this guy is responsible for killing Fox's dad, but instead, no. They keep it professional. They shoot him down like anyone else, and then they just move on.
Well, I mean, especially in the new one where Fox actually talks a lot more during missions now. Like, they do have comments about Peppy. Like, Fox outright calls him a traitor, which, I mean, that's called for.
Like, that's such an interesting way of, like, approaching such, like...
Like, Luke found out that the, like, basically Space Hitler was his fucking dad. Like, of course that's gonna fuck him up. Like, why wouldn't that fuck him up?
Despicable character.
If he's trying to argue that Luke is, like, less professional...
Right? Because it's not like with Darth...
Like, Luke isn't a fucking mercenary. Like, he's just a farm boy that got dragged into this shit. Like, Star Fox, they're technically kind of a business.
Vader, where they're just kind of like, no, we...
Like, again, it's like an apple to a fucking orange.
We can redeem you, bro. Like, forget all the terrible stuff.
And it happened! He fucking did it in the film. He actually did redeem him before he died. He was successful in this.
You did. Forget about that time you choked out your wife. Like, forget leaving your children.
He never told him to forget that. He didn't even know that happened.
Like, instead of redeeming
he just said, like, just be good now.
Somebody who could not possibly be redeemed.
He was redeemed. What do you mean he couldn't possibly be redeemed? Did you watch the fucking movie?
I think he means that someone like that couldn't be redeemed in real life. So he's saying it's like a bad message. He's complaining about Darth Vader getting a redemption because he thinks that's unrealistic, I think.
Hold on.
He's doing a bit of a lily orchard here.
I don't know what a lily orchard specifically means.
Oh, I just mean he's complaining about the villain getting a redemption arc because she complains about that a lot.
Oh, okay.
She thinks villains should just be killed, basically, if they have
it
done
depends
enough
on the
bad things.
I mean, it depends on the execution. For example, fucking Jean Grey's redemption arc in the MCU in Brand New Day, like that was shit. That was a very shit redemption arc. Like, she needs to do time. She was.
I haven't watched it. I don't watch Marvel movies anymore.
You're
a weight off my mind.
I never really watched them much in the first place, so we're both making good life choices. Then it sounds like.
Wife, like, forget leaving your children, like
That Darth Vader did some bad. He's 10 times worse than Peter Griffin.
Instead of redeeming somebody who could not possibly be redeemed, they just shoot him down and move on. Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, like
what signs were there that Andros could be redeemed at all? Like, he killed his fucking dad.
It speaks to their professionalism and, like, you know, what a war is actually like, because they're not thinking about like petty vengeance or revenge. They're thinking.
Fox is 100%, especially in the remake, he is 100% thinking about, like, the death of his father and the absence of his father in his life and, like, what Andros did. Like, he's 100% thinking about that and Pigma and all that shit in the new game. Like, he makes comments about it.
Thinking about, like, how to win the war, like the next battle they need to be involved with. You know, they can't concern them.
Oh, and they don't fucking talk about that in Star Wars too? Or were you just fucking playing your Switch when the movies were on?
Themselves with, like, their personal
Assuming you even turned it on in the first place, which you probably didn't.
Issues with Pigma, okay? And it's just so much more, it's just such riveting storytelling compared to Star Wars, okay? It's so far beyond.
I mean, especially in, like, the original 64, there's not too much of a story in Star Fox, because, like, there's only so much you can fit on a Nintendo 64 cartridge. I mean, we know he's full of shit, but, like, I'm still gonna bring that up.
Star Wars was ever able to do. I just don't understand, like, how we're still in this process of only just now coming to terms with the fact that Star Fox is indeed better than Star Wars. Okay.
What is this we are coming to the terms now?
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Who is we?
Who is we in this shit, Harman? Like, Nintendo we?
Like, it's just kind of
I know you like to shove the dildo controller up your ass probably when no one's looking.
Shocking if you think about it. And I'm curious, like, at this point, is it
something else that's distracting me about Harman? Like, his ears are so fucked up. It's almost like they get it's almost like they're really clumped and shortened at the top there. You see that? Like, his ears are so distracting to me.
Yeah, they're very small.
At the top, it's like they're very small, and it's like they get squashed at the top. That almost looks like a tumor growing there or something.
going to become a normie take? Like,
he wishes that Han Solo was a talking bird. Well, he wishes he was a talking bird owned by Nintendo specifically.
are normies going to accept that Star Fox is the best of the Star franchises? Okay.
What the Star What are you talking about? Like, any franchise that has Star in it has to be compared. Oh, the Star franchises. Oh, Star Citizen. That's a franchise that hasn't come out yet. What's another franchise with Star in it? Sinistar, I guess
Star
that
Trek.
counts.
Well,
Star Trek.
Star Trek is the obvious one.
I love how he's like.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but Harman Smith actually despises Star Trek as a franchise. He says,
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. He despises anything that's not made by Nintendo. But like, why does
he says that Star Trek has always been a woke, subversive franchise, and also it's what led to Rick and Morty in his view.
What? I mean, maybe if there are some steps in between, like a lot of steps, but like, what's his thought?
Yeah, there are steps in between, but he thinks it's what led to Rick and Morty in terms of like media that pretends to be smarter than it is, and it appeals to like a certain audience.
Right. I love how he talks about like this. He's like all the Star series, like they're all connected, like the Xeno meta series, you know.
Are they going to accept it's better than Star Wars, better than Star Trek, it's better than, like, I don't know, Stargate? Okay, like, is it, like, are normies going to understand?
Like, if you have Star in the name, like, you are competing directly against Star Fox. Like, Harman Smith has said it so. All right, there is no going back. You are a part of this war.
It going to be able to accept that? Like, I feel like the American cultural zeitgeist, they really do seem
Oh, he mentioned the fucking zeitgeist.
To think that movies are like the pinnacle of culture and entertainment. Like, it doesn't matter that video games...
I mean, movies are more accessible than games, like, in all honesty, and this is coming from someone who prefers games as a medium.
Games make more money and that more people play them and they stay relevant longer. It doesn't matter that more people have played Star Fox 64 than have seen the Star Wars prequels.
What do you mean what do you mean that doesn't matter? That's not even a real fucking statistic, you retard. Where is the statistic? Where are your fucking receipts for this? You showed receipts for people telling you to kill yourself. Show the receipts for this, Harman.
Okay, it doesn't matter that Star Fox is way more popular than any of the Star Wars movies. It like to normies, it doesn't matter because as long as Star Wars has that like image of being like the
Harman, stop fucking with your cup off screen. We can hear that shit.
American cinematic classic, like people just aren't going to accept it. You know, it's just like with the Disney thing, right? Like because it's an American product and because it's something that's considered like a cultural icon, people just don't want to admit that like some random Japanese game like far surpassed it in every way imaginable. Like it's just absurd, and it really does need to get called out. Like the Star Wars prequels are complete slop, and there is.
I love how he calls it a random Japanese game when it's created by one of the most prolific game developers of all time.
Is no salvaging
as part of like one of the biggest companies of all time to the point where it gets in Smash Bros.
Any of it going forward.
Yeah, that was oh, this is this is another person that was reported in the Milk Barn. We're not gonna unclause server. We're not gonna watch him though. It's just something I might watch later.
Thank you for watching Harman Smith with me, Dr. Storm.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming.
I went through a little phase of being obsessed with this guy. I'm not in that phase anymore, but I was watching a lot of his videos, and he's a really one-of-a-kind character. I think there's nobody else quite like him. He's really psychologically interesting.
He really is unique.
To have someone who's like, he's like a hardcore Nintendo fan, but he's so, at the same time, he's so like cynical about the world and so hateful.
And he's a chud.
Strange.
There's not a lot of Nintendo chuds.
And he also, besides that, he's a lot of these chuds, a lot of these people who make like anti-woke content, to an extent, they at least on an aesthetic level, they kind of posture as being like anti-corporate. But Harman Smith, his whole thing is being pro this one corporation.
Like this one is cool. The rest can go fuck off. Actually, I don't think Harman is even.
He has a quote. I forget what video he says this, but another one of my favorite quotes of his is he says, "Disney and other companies like it want to enslave you. Nintendo will set you free."
Nintendo will enslave you, but you will be happy. All right, I'm happy. Yeah, but no, I've enjoyed having you on here to talk about Harman Smith. He's I covered him in one video, but I haven't looked too much at. Well, I guess there was the Mario Galaxy, but like he's always a user. Where like when you sift through his stuff, even like he uploads so much slop, even the most random video could have some of the most asinine takes possible. Whether or not it's intentional doesn't really matter because they make you laugh regardless. But yeah, is there anything you wanna say before we end the stream? Anything you wanna promote on your channel? Or
well, I would rather. I would like for everybody to watch. Obviously, my recent MAGA Pearl video. It got a lot of views, so it must be. That means it must be good. So you should all watch it.
Anything you got in the works at all you'd like to mention?
Yeah, like I said, I'm working on a song cover of that one guy's parody version of "It's Over, Isn't It?" But it's I'm working on it. It's taking longer than it should just because I'm not a good singer, but I'm gonna get it done.
Tabby5 just said before stream end, I listened to the Dolly Dimple ASMR while in the gym.
Awesome.
But yeah, that was I think that's been enough, Harman, for tonight. I hope you've all I hope you all haven't lost as many brain cells as I have from watching this man. But I mean, if you're watching a Dr. Storm stream, you've probably already lost plenty of brain cells by this point. But yeah, have a good day or night, everyone.
Bye.